What's up, and welcome to the Indie-CrediblPodcast Ep41, a weekly podcast where we get together and chat about the world of indie gaming. We go through indie games we've been playing, we go through the latest indie game news, and this week we are doing our round of EGX Rezzed 2018, which is the UK's and one of Europe's biggest indie game events. It was in London last weekend. We were there, we played a shed ton of indie games.
Jesus.
Sorry if you can hear birds, we've got the window open because it's like still
Look, Alan, birds!
It's 25 degrees here, it's boiling.
You don't get the Volvic one? Do you not remember the Volvic adverts? It's YouTube poop gold.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Well, I struggle remembering most of my life.
that is very true.
But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to be chatting about today. The EGX Rezzed will be the main bulk of the show. So we haven't actually been playing loads this week because a lot of our time has been spent writing up content from the show, or kind of just catching up with family, I suppose, because we were literally just inundated with work all Friday, Saturday, and most Sunday, pretty much.
And we've been celebrating our birthdays as well.
Birthdays as well. Yeah,
Birthdays week.
It is.
Birthdays!
And
Tom's.
then
I wanted
Tom's
to,
not cool enough to be
I wanted
born
to
in April.
believe that I was 22. So
We want to believe you're 22 as well.
Best
but
age
he's
in the world.
12.
What?
Best stage in the world.
22? Why?
Oh, fuck off. Why did you go there? Why is... Come on, Tom.
I'm sorry.
Why?
I
Jesus
just remembered.
fuck.
Yeah.
Are you feeling
It's
22?
because it's such a shit song. I just blocked it out immediately.
Is everything
Yeah,
going to
but
be
you should-
alright? Because I'm right
I have a
next to
cold,
you.
and I was literally about to cough in your face, like full on.
So yeah,
Chemical warfare at the Indie-Credible studio.
how is
Right,
the...
leave us alone, Teresa.
Before we go on to what we've been playing...
Man, we went political quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
and
was
dark
good.
political
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah,
People are dead.
We're like South Park then. We're with
It's
the
all right.
times.
We'll get a little message saying, "Don't go political. Don't go political.
Oh,
Fuck
God,
off."
Yeah, the guy
Always
before,
go.
didn't he? The guy
Yeah.
before commented because he was annoyed that
We did Brexit,
we spoke about.
and he was like, "Oh, don't
Brexit,
get
yeah.
political."
Do it one.
The actual comment was, if you didn't get political, this would be one of my favourite shows.
That's our
Yeah.
podcast, mate. Get fucked.
How has the week been before we go into what we've been playing? Have it been alright? Obviously, it's been our
Obviously,
birthdays.
it's been our birthdays, so yeah, it's been fucking great.
It's been good. Tom? Alright, cool. Should we
Right,
go on to what we've been
right.
playing?
I feel
Yes,
yeah.
I feel so like
left out.
thematically isolated. You guys are sort of colour coordinated.
Yeah, we
and
got our t-shirts
both have
on.
birthdays, both old, and I'm over here in my black t-shirt. You know,
With
I'm
your
sort of like
youngness.
pale. I'm like like a little freak in the corner.
You're our little
You are.
column.
I feel like
Spiegel in the corner.
oh,
Gimp.
I'm Gimp in the corner.
Yeah, he's the Gimp.
I was right. With
He is
Smeagol.
wearing a t-shirt with Gimps on.
How dare you? Just one gimp.
Which one is the one Gimp? No, Vader was a Gimp.
Oh, Vader ain't no gimp.
Vader was a Gimp. Full on Gimp.
No, he feels too powerful to be a gimp.
Palpatine's a Gimp.
He feels like he's doing it for the gimpy thrills.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, no, he.
For the audio
yeah,
listeners,
definitely.
Tom is
Definitely
wearing
Gimp.
a t-shirt that has 4 Star Wars villains on.
Who are they?
Sith
Lewis?
Lords.
Yeah.
The
Who's
Darth...
this one?
Palpatine or Palpatine?
Right.
Yeah.
Darth Vader.
Who's that?
Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
And Darth Maul.
Hey! Lewis has just passed basic Star Wars 101.
Can you give me Palpatine's Sith name?
Lord.
Stuff serious. Stuff serious.
Okay. Count Dooku.
He's not here, mate.
He's
He
not
wasn't
on
Sith either. I think. I think he counts as Sith.
Anyway, we
betrayed
are...
him.
Should we go on to what we've been playing?
Yeah.
I don't think we've been playing tons, but
I mean, everything I've played
You-
is EGX, so
yeah, so we're going to talk about
We'll
it
go
later.
into
I'll
that
leave
later.
leave
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
till
non-
later, yeah.
Have you played many
I have played a few.
games? Have you? Go on then.
Yeah, I
Crack
played.
on.
Well, because at EGX, we got to meet all these different people, and quite a lot of people were like, "Oh, you should play my old game."
Okay, yeah.
So I went on and I played 2 games from Application Systems Heidelberg, who did Unforeseen
Yeah,
Incident,
which
which
is
we'll
one
be
of
talking
my-
about later.
I love that game, but yeah, carry on.
And I played Ghost Control Inc. Now, this came out quite a while ago.
Ghost
Quite a
Control,
while
I
ago.
recognise the
And
name.
it's like the
It's on
old...
PC.
Yeah, it's a Steam game. It's like the old Ghostbusters game,
Okay.
where you have a map and you've got to move your cars around. But actually, it's far more in depth because you're a Ghostbuster,
Yeah.
Right.
and you've got to control the company and the spending, and you've got to get to jobs to earn money. But then you've got to buy
Wow,
new
okay.
equipment
Is
and
it
get ghosts
is
in
it like sim or is it like comedic sim?
well,
It's a sim.
Okay.
It's a sim with the Ghostbusters quality on it.
Okay.
And when you go and attack the ghosts, it's changed to a new type of game where you've got to explore the house, find the ghosts, trap them, use the different powers. I fucking love it.
that
Oh,
sounds
really?
really cool.
I
What's it
really
called?
enjoyed it. It's called Ghost Control Incorporated, and it's on Steam. It was it's Bumblebee developed it. It's Application Systems Heidelberg, and I was expecting shit, to be honest, because this is old school graphics as well. It's
Yeah.
very basic, and I was like, this isn't gonna work. I can see where the flaws are going to be, and I just started playing it, and I was like, I'll put half an hour into this game because I got this other thing. 3 hours later, I was still playing it. I bought my second HQ. I was like, I own this town. As more monsters came along, and I was like, shit, I've just spent hours on this. As my wife shouted upstairs, Dan, are you coming downstairs? It's your birthday. We're supposed to be doing your birthday. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to have family time. Really enjoyed that one.
Unseen Instance, but I played their other games there, and I was like,
Well, they're developed by lots of different people. They do a lot of point and click ones. So actually, this week I played.
Whoa,
easy, Tom.
Hey.
Cheers, Trev. I played Nelly Cootalot as well, which was their other point and click one.
I tried that, and I was like, this.
Remember you talking about?
You've got to give it more time. Because if you enjoy the old school abstract point and click adventures, you'll get there. The humour at the start isn't very good.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know, because I went from so I played Unseen Instance first.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Really
I was
good,
like, this is brilliant. Then I'll try this game out, and I was like, this just feels like a bit of a janky Monkey Island. Like I was like,
that's because it's using pirates as well. So Nelly Cootalot does the pirate bit, and it is. I think it's better for your first point and click adventure.
I think it'd be a good mobile game. But I wouldn't play it.
But
on PC.
It actually gets funnier. The humour at the start it's very derivative. Derivative, is that the one I mean?
Yeah,
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah.
And I was it was very much along the lines of I've seen this before. I know what they're going to do. Yeah. But then as it got on, it actually started doing a lot more along the Terry Pratchett Discworld lines, a lot more along that sort of, hang on, why am I... Oh, okay, yeah, I'll wash the golden fleece to make it into chest hair for this pirate so he can be naked for this photo shoot. And I was like, okay, I'm enjoying this now. It's very basic, but so I played that this week as well.
So there's the opposite reason why I like... We'll talk about more later on, Unseen Reasons, because Unseen Reasons puzzles were... Unseen Instance, where puzzles were so logical. There was a logical reason behind it.
There was a really nice story behind it.
That's why
anyway,
I liked it,
because
I was like, oh, I could work it out. Because I was like, if I was in this situation, what would I do? And it wasn't wash the fucking golden jumper. It was a case of actually, I'm going to, but we'll talk about that more later anyway.
Yeah.
Cool.
And, of course, I've been playing Ni no Kuni 2, and...
You have, and Fortnite.
Which is,
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, Ni no Kuni 2.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, I've
good as the first one?
Huh?
Was it good as the first one?
It's a weird one, isn't it? Because the first one has a very special place in my heart. As that sort of Studio Ghibli sort of... It was the first time I was really like, actually, a cutesy one works.
Yeah.
Because I played Final Fantasy and you've gone through all those sort of JRPG type things. You're like, yeah, this is how I like it. And then you play Ni no Kuni and you're like, hang on, this is a bit...
It's going to feel a bit sort of...
And then you fall in love with it, the White Witch, and you're like, oh,
so the fact they've got rid of the... what they used to call them?
Shit burglars.
The little guys.
Yeah,
the little guys, I can't remember what they call them.
That's my biggest concern with it. Because that was my favourite thing about...
No, because of course you collect these things as you go along. They're not exactly the same, but they're kind of the same. You don't have Drippy in it anymore, which I'm glad of, because the Welsh accent...
I quite like. I like
really grated with me.
He was this little weird creature who was like...
Carried a lantern round, weird Welsh. And he was Welsh.
Yeah, the Welsh accent.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And that used to irritate me, but what I did find out is that actually... Because I thought Ni no Kuni was the first one. The Wrath of the White Witch.
Yeah.
It's not. It's actually... the first one is called Dominion of the Dark Djinn, which is Genie,
I did know this. Yeah, I did
which
know
came
this,
out on the DS.
I did know that.
So there's a DS game I haven't played as well, though it's Japanese, so I may have to fiddle bits around to get
I
hold of
heard
it.
that somewhere else before. I've never played it, but now you've said that.
And that's where it originated.
We're going to talk more about that next week on the Not So Indie Show, because you have more time. But cool. You haven't actually played anything, have you, other than EGX Rezzed?
No, I have to hold it all in until we get to the...
So I have...
shut up.
I'm sorry.
Get the big ones out of the way. That I'm not going to talk about loads first. Obviously, I'm still plugging away at Fortnite, because Dan's got his John Wick. I'm very...
So's Brian.
So's Brian.
You're the only one left.
Very close to getting John Wick. And I've been playing Injustice again.
Yeah.
with your brother and our patron Brian, who I said about in our pre-show. And I think that's it for triple A's. But I stupidly, after EGX Rezzed, well, when we found out that Divinity Original Sin 2 is coming to console,
Yes.
I was like, cool, brilliant. I know I don't need to play the first one, but being the kind of person I am, and being the idiot that I am, and the fact that I like making extra, like, my time evaporate,
Yep.
I'm going to play the first one. So I went on to play. I went on PlayStation Store, I think the day after, and it was $34.99. And I was like, fucking hell, I'm not paying 35 quid for the game. Went on.
Pick it up a lot cheaper than that.
No, but
Well, probably not on the PlayStation Store, but I'm just saying.
that's why then I went on the next day because it was like, new Easter sale, like double savings for PS Plus members.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, all right, look at this, go scrolling down there. Oh, reduced from $34.99 to £10.79. I was like, buy that shit all day long.
There you go. So,
EGX Rezzed finished, so I started playing that this week. I've only put in about 4 hours, and I'm still in tutorial.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
nothing for
yeah,
you
that's
as well.
It's nothing in Divinity as well.
No, but that from what it's
You've
just
learned how to scratch your nose.
yeah. So
Well done.
what I've played so far is it's very tight, and this is a game that's already nearly 4 years old. It's very tight. Straight
that
off.
it?
I'm
Is it
like,
only 4?
it might be older on PC. No, yeah, I think it's 4 years old. 2014.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. I finished Minute, that puzzle game.
Yeah.
I had quite a funny stream because I was like, cool, I'm going to stream Minute. We're going to finish it. We're going to get down hour and a half stream. Going to get this done. Expect it to be really hard. I don't know, done in about 20 minutes after my stream.
Good stream.
It was
Good stream.
Good stream.
It was
Down
hard.
at 20 minutes
It
done.
was hard, but I kind of, walking away from the game and going back to it, you're like, oh, this probably goes here. Like, you're in the game, you're like,
Yeah.
I can't fucking, what does this do? Step away from it, go back, and I was like, oh, cool. And I had a couple of people watching who were helping out, and they're like, oh, why didn't you do that? And I was like, that fucking works. So it finished, so then I was like, oh shit, what else do I stream? Was going to stream Radical Heights, but then the servers were down for a big update. So then I streamed Earthfall.
All right,
from,
yeah.
EGX Rezzed.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I've done the
Nice.
first 2 chapters of Earthfall
Who are you playing with?
on my own, AI.
Oh, you had what was the AI like? Because that's something we
We were
you
playing
know,
with AI.
Yeah,
we
played
played
with
with
AI.
AI, but
The
I wanted
AI's
to know what it'd be like out
So the
of
AI's
demo
alright.
situation.
Yeah, so the AI is all right, although I will say I like the fact that they're voice acted, but they got very few lines of voice acting, which means they start repeating themselves quite a damn lot. And
Is it lots of stuff like over here? There are bullets down here.
Yeah, so
Feels
like
here.
Yeah,
so when there's like enemies coming in,
yeah.
looks like another swarm coming. I must have heard that so many fucking times. The first mission is terribly boring.
Right. Okay.
Terribly
How come?
boring because it's just. So I maybe I got overly excited about it because talking to the guy at EGX Rezzed, he was like, "Yeah, we got this environmental storytelling of this, and we got this and that, everything that I want to hear." And they've got that to a certain extent, whereas. There's no line. They've got that. You go into a house and you see this stuff in a house, and you're like, "Oh, this family lived here. I can kind of get an idea of this family there."
Is it in the
You
same...
can't look at it because you're just inundated.
with the horde? Yeah.
Yeah, but there's not a time of where I've cleared this area. Now let me explore it. That doesn't happen.
Is it to the same extent of like in Left 4 Dead when you would see writing on the walls? And
So
it'd be
I
like,
can't.
Sarah, meet me here, and
Yeah.
then you would like find another writing later. Like, oh, I couldn't make it, John, and all that, and all you'll find.
I've
like,
not
the
got far
course
enough
of
for
it.
that, but I've found like letters in houses that have been like.
Oh, so you can pick up letters and read.
Yeah, no. So you can look like letters in houses haven't got huge lines of text. So you can read them from the camera,
Oh, I see what you mean.
looking down at them.
Yeah.
But what I'd like to be is like, okay, now I've cleared this area. What 50% of players will probably just run on to the next area.
Yeah.
I would actually run around and explore, but I can't because they just keep fucking coming. There's no
Right.
stop to the horde. Like, and I'm just like, just fucking stop sending these fucking because they're not even.
Is there not even like
There's
logs
no end to their
in the horde?
brutality.
Does it ever
No,
just, like,
because
stop for 5
so it got to
minutes?
the point where the basic foot soldiers, whatever they fucking are, the basic aliens are so fucking easy to take down. Like, so I finished the whole first chapter. There's another big issue with the game. Let's say big issue. Nothing I get it's a survival game. Fucking ammo is sparse. Like,
I mean,
like
I got that.
severely.
That's why you have the pistols though.
No, but that ran out of ammo.
Pistols
They're
are infinite ammo.
unlimited.
No, they're not in the game. I promise you. Like, the pistol ran out of ammo.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So then I was
Because in the
running
demo
around.
it was unlimited,
Yeah, I'm
wasn't
sure
it?
it was
I was running
yeah.
around, unless it was a bug in the game because it is early access, with a fucking axe, just running around chopping them on the head for the last 5 minutes of the mission because I was like, there's no gun anywhere,
That's Left 4 Dead 2 though.
there's no
Yeah.
ammo anywhere, but it's not fun. Then you got like 20 in front of you, and you know there's no challenge of you dying, and you're just spamming your axe like, oh look, they're dying, great.
I think
And then guys going, another swarm coming in. Oh, great. Is there?
a lot of the fun of this would come from multiplayer though.
But I will say,
Because Left 4 Dead on your own is boring.
It's
as fuck.
boring as
so
fuck.
I will
yeah.
say the second mission was a lot better because you're actually in a facility. The first mission is point A to point B to point C to point D. You're done.
Yeah.
The second mission actually was like, get this data downloaded here and do this, and there was a bit more. I was like, okay, cool. The environment's slightly different. It's tighter spaces because you're nice, big, and open in the first one. So there's no horror element because you're like, oh, I can see them from miles away. Like, whereas in the second one, they are the sound echoes in the corridors more. So I'm not trying to hate on the game because I've not played enough of it, but I was a little bit
Disappointed.
because the developer Hollisbuck, he kept going on about how much storytelling's in the game, and because I specifically said to him, I'm not a massive fan of these kind of games. I like a story-rich game, and he's like, oh, this is perfect for you. This, and I'm like, well, after the first one, I've not seen it. After the first chapter,
I worry that's more he was just trying to sell it.
probably.
Than,
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. I didn't buy the game. Like,
Yeah.
but I think you're right. And it definitely needs. I'm not just saying this coming from someone like me who loves customization. It needs something like that in the game because it is a case of there's 4 characters that, I'm sorry, they are the biggest rip-off of Left 4 Dead characters I've ever seen.
It's the idea though, isn't it?
But not Left 4 Dead, not Left 4 Dead, Walking Dead. Like literally copy and paste Walking
is
Dead
it?
characters.
Oh,
There's the
okay.
big black dude, looks exactly the same as the guy from Walking Dead. The black woman looks exactly the same with a cap on it. Like, I'm like, this literally looks like you've gone from. Well, let's look at the cast shot from Walking Dead.
Is the characters black man, black woman, white young man, white older man?
No. I put the
there's
money
2
on
chicks
that
and 2 dudes.
it would be black man, black woman,
Yes.
white man, Asian lady.
See, I
think it
was
is.
doing
I
Left
think
4
it
Dead
is.
2's.
That is how you hit all targets.
I was doing Left 4 Dead 2's roster because that's Coach, Rochelle,
Yeah.
Ellis, and Nick.
I mean, these guys got names. Danny's one of them, but I'm not. There's nothing making me invest. I don't know. So for a game that's story, I don't know why we are the chosen 4 survivors. I have no investment in. I don't want to. If they die, I'm not going to fucking get them up. Why should I? What?
I assume there'll probably be cutscenes to show you that kind of
There's
stuff.
no
at the beginning.
cutscenes. He said there's no
Is it early
cutscenes.
ever?
Well, at the moment, there's no cutscenes, and that's not what they're going for. They're going for everything is you'll find it in your environment as a storytelling.
I think
Okay.
you're being there as a sort of I love story. He's trying to sell the game to you.
I mean,
Which
Yeah.
is kind of his job at that time.
But then now
for
it's-
the rest of us who know it
especially-
is Left 4 Dead, it's a Left 4 Dead game.
especially because you said I prefer story games. I mean, what's he going to say?
Yeah.
He-
Oh well, you're not going to get any of that here, mate. You might as well fuck off and shit in a bin.
Yeah,
It's,
I
you know-
think a lot of the fun from this is going to come from multiplayer, and hopefully, something that I used to love with Left 4 Dead is the Steam Workshop. It's just downloading
But
shit.
I completely agree with you. It
Yeah.
will come from multiplayer. But when they release that game's aiming to release before summer on console. If it releases with the content it's got now, but more polished as a full release, we'd play that game for 2 nights. There's 5 chapters. The first chapter took me 20 minutes. Second
Oh
chapter
no,
took me
you
35
Left
minutes.
4 Dead. You used to replay chapters again
No, I know.
and again
and
and
you don't,
again.
you don't
No, I
do
know.
it to be like,
No.
oh, let's get through the story.
No,
You do
I
it
know.
like, hey, let's jump on
Let's
Left
jump
4
on
Dead.
and
Yeah, I know
muck
that,
around
but
for a while.
I get that. But remember, that was 9 years ago. Nowadays, games have got objectives. There's no objectives.
Oh, I
There's
don't.
no unlockable customization options. There's no gameplay loop.
I-
We talk about
yeah.
Fortnite having that gameplay loop, and if you didn't have the battle pass, you wouldn't play it.
I was playing
This-
Left 4 Dead 2 up until my computer died.
So
It's so easy to jump on that game.
Yeah,
And just have a
Like,
laugh.
all right, mate,
No,
do you
it-
wanna
it
jump
is.
on
One
Left 4
that
Dead?
I'm
Oh, of course.
interested-
it is, but I'm comparing it to you were playing Left 4 Dead when it was revolutionary. This is now,
No. I'm talking
No,
about
no,
2 years ago.
Yeah.
but still okay. But
Right, take it like this. People, Vermintide, which was one of the ones I took you
Yeah.
long to
Yeah,
see.
saw that.
Vermintide 2 is out.
It's the
Is
Warhammer
Left 4
one,
Dead.
yeah.
It's a Warhammer version of Left 4 Dead. It has exactly the same thing in it. People love these games
Yeah, no,
because
they
of the
do,
social
but-
aspect. You don't need to bring it forward. People will
but
buy
has
their droves
Vermintide
for
got
it
like
now.
an arena mode or
No.
a survival like a
No.
horde mode in
No.
Gears of War?
No.
But I
it still
guarantee
massively
you, it's
sells
got
and people love
some
it.
kind of customization unlocks.
I will guarantee you, as someone who plays it, it doesn't.
So you can't unlock anything. You just what do you play the game for?
For the laugh. Of
That's what I
playing with
mean,
your
and it will
mates
be
together.
funny. But I think
I completely disagree with you on this one.
As do I.
This is something that people will really get into because it's about you and your mates getting together to take on a horde, and you will do the same thing again. Fortnite is a boring fucking game. If you actually stand back and look at it, what am I going to do? I'm going to parachute into the same fucking map, do the same shit over and over again. Why is it fun? Because me, you, Luke, and Tom play.
But this is the same. This is the same 5 maps.
So why is it fun?
Only...
Because you've got 4 people who get together and play.
But no.
Why is this fun? Because you've got 4 people who get together and play. It's the same shit.
No, because when you got... Why was you playing Fortnite? What was one of your biggest achievements this week? You got the John Wick skin. Because that's where you kept
No, that's not why I played Fortnite.
No, that's where you kept
I played Fortnite because we were playing together. Do I give a shit? Do I give a shit about John Wick skin? No, I'm bored of it.
No, but
you go back
it.
to play it. I wanted it because that was something stupid to do extra.
I'll tell you right now, if I
It's
had a
a
working
multiplayer
PC and my mate
experience.
was like, "Do you want to jump on Left 4 Dead tomorrow?" I'd be
You
like,
jump on it.
absolutely. Yeah, I'd be like,
Why
Yeah, you jump on it, but you
Why
wouldn't...
do I play Smite all the time? It was to play with Luke. Playing it solo,
Yeah.
bullshit. Don't like it. Not fun.
I played Left 4 Dead
I
on my
play
own once.
multiplayer games.
All I'm
to play
saying
with
is
my
this-
friends,
this-
not for fucking
Well,
achievements.
so this game is... And I'm not trying to talk shit about it. It is a case of...
Yeah.
If they release it, polished version of content there now... People will have 2 or 3 nights fun with it. Because you guys are huge fans of Left 4 Dead. Think about the current generation that are open up to all these massive multiplayer games that are everywhere, don't cost a penny.
I see what you mean.
It
but I
will
just
die
really
off
disagree.
so quickly.
Because I think
I think you judge the market wrong.
I think this is the
I think
same situation
you
to when
need
you
a gameplay loop. The gameplay loop isn't... The combat doesn't feel brilliant.
I don't think you see the gameplay loop in it.
I think this is
I
like
think that's
when,
the issue.
But there isn't a game. There isn't a meta to the game.
Sorry, Tom. Go on.
So it's like when you were looking at Grip as a simulation racer.
Well, we found out
And
this
it's
was...
not.
And it's not,
No,
yeah.
but this was confirmed today, and I was talking... As your brother spoke about it, and even Tom said it's the worst mechanic they can put in any racing game. And it's in there.
But
And the developers confirmed it. They said, no, it's in there. We put that in on purpose.
But that's not what Tom's saying.
My point is that you're looking at this
You're
game
looking
from the
at
wrong
it.
aspect.
Yeah. You looked at Grip as a racing sim, which is not. Tom doesn't like racing
no,
sims.
I looked at it as an
arcade racer,
let's
like-
before you
Yeah, no, I'm
before you
saying-
put your argument forward,
I didn't look at it as a
let's
racing
finish.
sim.
No. Before you put your argument forward, Lewis, you have to hear the other
Go
side.
on
That
then.
is how an argument works, mate. You can't just plough over it like I just did to you there, right? What you've got to do is you've got to look at it from the angle of what that game is aiming for. Grip is not an arcade. Is an arcade sim.
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
it's not a racing
simulation game.
Yeah.
It's not a sim game, so it needs that speed up mechanic to keep it entertaining because they are not there for people like you or for my little brother who are like, you know what, I'm about nailing the corners perfectly, about getting ahead and doing that. It's not for you. That is not your game.
It's people who want to blow each other
This
up.
is a game for your Mario Kart
Yeah.
fans who want to play at 200cc and go, look, I played at 200cc. It doesn't mean you're good at racing. It just means you were fucking lucky at that point.
Yeah.
And that's what these games are. And they're fun because of that. Because that's what you want from the game.
I
right?
guarantee you right now, if Valve were like Left 4 Dead 3 next week, people go fucking
Fucking ape
for that.
shit.
Of course they will.
But then again, if Val turned around and said anything about
Yeah.
a game, you'd be like, oh,
Of course they will.
Yeah, if they said they were going to make a game, I'd be like,
Yeah, fucking,
really?
I'm in there.
You make games?
Of course they will.
How long is
No,
that?
they will. And what I'm saying is this is not... Again, it's just if they release it on console with what it's got at the moment. 4 base characters. There's no abilities twice as... There's not even ability.
There isn't in Left
There
4 Dead.
isn't.
No,
You
that's
don't need
9
it.
years old.
It's still fun.
What we have here is we have Left 4 Dead 3.
It's not
We've
Left 4 Dead
basically
3.
Yeah.
got someone coming
But it's
around and
aliens
going,
instead of zombies.
you've been
How
waiting
many-
for it, here's Left 4 Dead 3.
And it's gonna be on
People
console
will
But how
lose
many,
their
as well.
shit
how
for
many
it.
bosses were in Left 4 Dead? Like boss things?
None.
There was no big
There was
zombies.
Special Infected, yeah.
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 Okay. So exactly. You
But
got
there are
3.
special-
3.
That's one more than in Left 4 Dead?
Left 4 Dead 1, you had boomers, witches, smokers, hunters.
I think he means the major ones because they've basically got witches already in that we played on the
Well,
demo.
that's what I'm saying. Like, 3 seems quite small. The Special Infecteds, there's like at least
Okay.
5 or 6.
There's 3.
Yeah, no, I
There's-
think he's
there's a
talking
weird
like
thing
the
that's got a
big end
shield.
boss
There's a weird
sort of
thing-
Like
No.
tanks.
No, there are
Yeah.
no bosses in the game. There's these 3 thingies. because I was talking to the guy, there's these weird shields that you have to shoot through the shields, and the shield goes around. They're quite
And it
cool.
can teleport.
They're actually quite cool.
Yeah, I did.
There's,
Then you have the large beast.
You have the large beast, which like goes down so fucking easy. It doesn't even get to the end of the corridor before you've killed it, and that's with 3 AI members, not even fucking players. And then there's one I've not seen, but he told me about, which is he compared it to what's the floating eye thing in Doom. The fucking big ball, the ball that floats in Doom.
I can't tell.
The iconic enemy that just the big ball that floats in Doom, and it's got an eye on it. And
Yeah, no, I know the one you mean now.
he basically referred to it as that.
It
It doesn't. It shoots fireballs, all these ball things. But anyway, all I'm saying, I don't want to talk crap about Earthfall. I'm looking forward to playing it on PlayStation with people. But
I'm really looking forward
all I'm
to
saying
it,
is, even like
You're saying we're only going to get two days of entertainment, but I bet once we play it as a group, you'll change your mind on that.
I don't
You'll
know.
be like, oh my god, actually I see
Like,
why
I
this
thought-
is
Especially as a
fun.
downloaded game.
Like, I thought,
The idea of being able to just be like immediately play that.
I thought I'd play Overwatch for ages. I played it for 2 months and dropped off. And that is a game that is like.
but Lewis, how many hours is that 2 months? You've got to remember, most people
but this
will
one
not be putting in the hundreds of hours that you do.
No,
For you to
but
play
I'm
a game for 2 months, that is
I'm saying,
hundreds of hours.
For me, all I'm saying is I would finish the story with you lot. I mean, you'd go, "Do you want to go with Earthfall?" And I would be like, "Not really."
Yeah, that's because you haven't played it with us,
No, it's
and you've
because-
never played Left 4 Dead.
No,
No, you
play
can't
games
say
to
because
unlock
you haven't
stuff.
played it.
I play games. I'm a completionist in games. That's what I do. I go everywhere to find things.
Well, then you will
if I
definitely
haven't
have to
got,
play with us if you want to be able to complete it.
because if I haven't got anything to find or do or unlock or grind, I don't play it.
Why can't you just have fun?
Because I don't. I like grinding. I love grinding in games. Let me grind the hell out in games. Make it so I've
That's
got to
what his
play.
wife says as
Make
well.
me go-
That's why she
make
has
it-
that disappointed face.
Make it so I've got to play 70 hours of this game to go up a level.
Oh.
Fine, I'll grind. I'll do it all day long. It probably comes from the fact that
Earthfall is not the game for
I've
you,
grown up
honestly.
playing Final Fantasy games, like or huge JRPGs, like that you have. That's what I grew up playing. And what I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be that, but it could even the simplest leveling system that says you get a different coloured gun at the end. That's enough for me. But it hasn't got.
So
What
any of that.
basically
Anything.
you're saying
No, it's
is,
coming. They have said
is
that's
that
coming.
you're a loot box gimp.
No, because that's not a loot box. That's saying
No,
this-
it is. You're saying what I want to do is I want to play the
enough
same
so I get-
repetitive shit, so I
Yeah.
get a little treat. So you tell me I'm a good boy,
Yeah.
and then I can be like, oh, I'm all happy,
Yeah.
and you want that. So you're part of the machine.
I like showing off in games by saying I've put in 150 hours. I've got this skin. That's what I like doing.
I
in
like
games.
going. I
Well,
had a really fun time last night.
I like to think that I had a fucking good laugh in a
Yeah.
game, which is why
Well,
we
then-
really
yeah.
enjoyed flashing lights.
When Earthfall comes out,
Me and you, mate,
yeah,
we'll be on it all the
send me a
time.
message whenever you want to play. Honestly, I'll
I'll
jump
tell
on
you
with
what as well, my little brother will fucking love that game.
Oh, excellent! Yeah, I'll play with him.
Yeah,
That's free.
I
Free's
bet
enough,
Brian
I think.
will love it as well.
I'm going
Come
to
on,
count
Brian.
a week. I reckon we play it for a week. And
Oh,
then
it's
it'll
gone up
drop
now. 2 days
I-
to a
yeah.
week.
I reckon
3
I'll-
months.
Well, a week,
4,000 hours.
2 days is a month.
Although that's
for him.
more than who plays
I
ever.
reckon I'll jump on that game on and off for at least a year.
No
Oh, okay.
chance.
Honestly.
Absolutely. I'm literally laughing inside now because you've not seen what the game runs like at the moment. No
When it's
chance.
out.
You're at a
No.
pre-alpha, mate.
Yeah.
I'm
this,
saying when it's out on PS4.
this is coming out in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Honestly, no chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what else you been playing then?
For the King.
Fornicating.
For the King. I've been playing For the
sorry,
King.
misheard
Yeah, we went on that one for a long rant then.
We did.
Yeah.
For the King.
We're nearly an hour.
Fucking hell.
I'm going to quickly. For the King. I've not played enough of it to have a complete. Because my review is going to go up on Monday. I've kind of dabbled in it and here and there, but I've had a busy week with, obviously, like we said, before birthday and then EGX stuff and all stuff like that. I've played about 3 hours overall. It's a quick rundown. It plays like a board game. It's a tabletop board game where you move hex kind of areas across the map and you have turn-based combat in there. It is very easy, very relaxed, very chilled.
Boring.
I quite like that about it at the moment, but the expansion that they keep selling to me, it's coming, it's here now, that needs to get challenging. If it's not challenging, then it's going to be boring. I'm happy for a 5-hour game that's like, I can play through this and just chill out, and if the environment's nice and the animation's nice or this is nice, I'm happy. But if there's no real, like we said before, meaty challenge for me to get into, or me go, I want to do this, especially if we're trying to get on the RPG and there's no skill tree for me to really dive into.
Yeah.
I played this at EGX, and I got to say, I wasn't impressed. I found it really boring. It was very basic. It was cute, but I mean,
Looks boring as
So
fuck.
I played Armello, which does the same sort of thing, but did it so much better.
So I have one thing about that because so the first day I saw it at Rezzed,
Yeah.
I was looking at it and I was like, that doesn't look like the game I've been playing. But I was on the way to an appointment and then I went back the next day and spoke to the guy. And basically, where they released the expansion, he was trying to talk all developer on me.
What?
And he was and he basically said
Happy birthday to Tom.
and he basically said where they've done this
Actually, fuck you, Tom.
where they've basically done this big frozen world dragon expansion, which is a fucking massive spoiler now because I'm not going to say that. But anyway,
And we've just lost
Yeah.
any chance of getting anything from Kirby.
no. So where they added that, they added a whole new update with the game, but they released it as one patch, so they couldn't play that version of the game at the show because in case people found this hidden area that you're not meant to be to yet.
Yeah.
So the version they were playing was an old version, a little bit like Ooblets. The one we
Yeah,
know. So-
yeah. They give us
So
a shorter version.
I will say,
But Ooblets was cute as fuck.
what I will say is,
cute.
visually it's not hugely changed from what they were at Res, but
Right. The
and I-
visuals
as I
weren't
said-
my problem.
so as
it
I
was
said to
just
you-
quite boring.
So- 'cause I said-
It's so not my kind of game.
and I like board games. I mean, I
Yeah.
fucking love board
so
games.
this is what I said to you.
And
Isn't
they
it?
usually mock Tom for his turn-based combat. I don't like, but I got into a combat and I was like, fuck.
So when I spoke to the guy, I
You're
spoke to
like,
the guy.
wow, this is outdated and useless.
Well,
Right?
yeah, and at that
I
point I put my penis away and then started looking at the game.
because I said to Dan, I spoke to the guy. I said, "Are you playing them? Is this demo the first part of the game?" He was like, "Yeah," and I was so surprised. I said that because the game is fucking boring at first. Like it's fine for me because I love reading in games, and there's a lot of reading. There's a lot of stuff to learn.
When I played, there wasn't a lot of reading.
But it's the combat is very slow. I'm now only 3 hours in, but probably the last half an hour, actually, I've started getting new abilities. I actually kind of need to think about what I'm doing in combat, but still, it's easy. I'm not going to lose, but I do need to start thinking about it.
I just thought the whole thing was incredibly basic to the point of it being nearly dull. It was sort of like,
well,
okay,
it-
I'm going to get into a combat. These are my basic movements. I've played this before.
My review will be up on Monday, so keep an eye out for that then. Obviously, I have a lot more. That's my plan this week. I'm playing Defiance 2050 with your brother for preview.
Yeah, you're playing it on PC.
We're streaming that tomorrow as well. And I'm playing The Swords of Ditto, which I'll talk about more next week. I can't say anything on that now. And I'm playing For the King. So I've got a nice casual weekend.
Yeah, casual.
Tom's not
weekend.
playing anything.
No.
I'll play
So
something if you want. I
should
might
we
not.
go on to some news?
Oh,
Yeah.
we're going
I'm
to
gonna
do
try and-
news.
Let's do
Okay,
the news.
go for it.
I'm
Just
gonna
rush it.
I'm going to try and
Rush
hammer through
it.
the news so
Yeah,
we can
do
get
it.
onto EGX.
Yeah, let's get on the good
Okay.
shit.
What's first? Go.
We've got 4 news stories this week, all to do with release dates. First
Brilliant.
up, do you remember we watched the Nintendo Showcase?
I do.
Well, we done a podcast on it. You probably watched it as well.
Yeah.
There's that cool little game called Lightfall. The little
Yeah,
platformer, you
yeah.
spawn the boxes and you jump
Yes,
through.
yes, I know the one, yeah.
It's finally out of nowhere been announced. It's releasing this week on the 26th
okay.
of April on Nintendo Switch PC first. It's coming to PS4 and Xbox One later. Nintendo Switch and PC first on the 26th of April.
It's cool.
Also releasing next week, maybe 2 weeks' time. Immortal Redneck is coming to Nintendo Switch. Immortal Redneck is coming to Nintendo Switch on the 10th of May. So there's a review up on the site now for that, or over on our YouTube channel. Dan done the review for it. I want to say it was like a 7.
I have no idea.
I think you gave it bang on a 7.
At least you say you have no idea.
You were
Just
like,
guess
you
it.
really like the game, but you didn't. There's a very weirdly randomised scroll.
Oh,
element.
the scroll element is really a bitch to the
Yeah.
game, and you've got to get through 12 hours before you can start enjoying it. Which is
That's what
a
you
real...
like to hear from a game.
Well, it's a solid shooter. It is a solid
It's
shooter.
got a gameplay loop. I'm in.
But yeah, he's there. But there is this real irritating bit where you're just like, okay, I'll push through 12 hours, and you get through the 12 hours, and you're like, hey, I've opened the next pyramid, and then that pyramid's a piece of piss.
I'm
And
gonna play
it's
about
still going to take
7.
about 6 hours to get
I've had
through
about
it.
7 hours in the game, and I was like,
And then it opens the third pyramid, and you're like, oh
reviewing
god,
this.
here I go again. But the third pyramid's harder, so it's going to take you another 12 hours to earn enough to get through. And then it opens up an infinite tower. And you're like, you know
Sounds
what?
great.
But what's really the gunplay is solid in
Yeah,
it.
it feels
I
good.
would really
very
like
slick.
more games to
We'd
follow.
like to see how it feels on the little screen.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play a shooter on that.
Well, it was weird, wasn't it? Because we had
Switch.
different control setups for that. Didn't we? You were like, I had to map the thing straight away, and I was like,
I remapped the buttons on the
yeah,
game
'cause
straight
you're
away.
like, I can't jump and aim at the same time. I'm like,
Yeah, he takes his fingers off the analog sticks while playing shooters. Who does that?
So
Fucking noob shooter.
explain this to me. How do you play?
so like on Fortnite, for example, jump is X, and obviously you have to aim.
Right.
Yeah.
So one's a camera, one's your movement.
Yeah.
So what?
I have played games.
Classic.
Just check it, Tom.
One
Just check
like
it.
one of the metas at the moment in Fortnite is the. or would you say the meta of Fortnite at the moment is jumping shotgun game, close range jumping shotgun.
Yeah.
So
It has
you
been for
end up
ages.
next to each other, you're jumping around,
Yeah.
trying to kill them with a shotgun. So people are jumping and aiming and trying to shoot with a shotgun.
Yeah.
I'll jump, and then when I'm at my highest point and then coming down, I'll flick the analog stick across on my way down and shoot as I go across. Because his brother taught me by it moving and shooting, it increased the hitbox by 50%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get sprayed.
So I
It used to be pulled left and right.
so yeah,
side
so
to
I
side.
don't. If I'm jumping and running, I don't have my. If I jump, I don't have my hand on the aim.
Which means you don't have control over where your character's going.
Yeah.
Whereas I like to have my thumbs on both sticks and I remap the controller so my jump is on one of these.
That is
well,
how.
used to be a scuff controller. I'd have the fingers on the back to
Do you not
use
have
it.
scuff control anymore then?
Well, no, because they're not worth it.
Fair enough.
If you're a pro gamer, I can
if-
see it. But
If I was continuing to play COD like I used to,
Like in the dark days.
like in the dark days when I was like Black
Well, a lot
Ops,
of fighters-
multi fucking,
a lot of,
Moabs and shit like that would just go off all the time, and I used to be able to do that.
Yeah.
a lot of Street Fighter players use scuff because obviously Street Fighter is a
yeah.
6-button thingy. You
That's
mainly
quite
use the
handy,
shoulder
yeah.
buttons, but they just map the shoulder buttons to the back, so you've
Yeah.
got. So it makes sense,
Yeah,
really.
boss-
But it means
Control as
that
well.
you've continuously got control of
Yeah.
movement and camera, which means you're going to be a better shot. You're going to be able to move quicker, and you don't have that moment off. Every millisecond counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The standard I'm playing.
Man, I
it
miss
doesn't
FPSs
count,
on PC.
so-
I haven't played one in ages. Thing like Left 4 Dead and don't know anything of TF2 and everything.
I'll
It's just-
carry you.
With you on a PC.
I want to
Let's watch this.
1v1 2 snipers. Let's do that.
I've actually got alright. I've played because I play quite a lot of good
Mate, I
games.
would
thing.
fuck you up on that.
I'm not good,
I
but
used to
I've
be
got a damn sight better.
amazing.
I mean, I can reload now without looking at the keyboard
Hey!
and sprint.
I used to fucking no scope bitches mid jump
So-
on PC.
But yeah. Anyway,
What were we talking about? Yeah, Immortal Red
Also-
Dead.
So
I'm gonna go
10th
through
of
this
May.
quickly.
yeah.
We're just like
10th of May.
another release date, and this
We
is a
are
game.
no good at short podcasts.
awful.
This is a
Just
game
awful.
I've been keeping an eye out for ages since its very fucking peculiar trailer, and I suppose ambiguous is probably the best thing you can use for the trailer, which was Agony. Do you remember the Agony trailer?
Absolutely not.
The survival horror game where the woman, this succubus, was like half naked and was like
Nice.
people crawling out of hell when you're walking through it, and this
Hell yeah.
red lady was like, "Come and fuck me." It was literally what it was like. It got announced. It was a Kickstarter project like 3 years ago.
Ah, yes.
And then it got announced like 2 years ago, and they've been saying it's coming this year, coming this winter, coming this year.
Is this the one that like you always see posts on Facebook and it's like this crazy horror game?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
weird
yeah.
and fucking crazy.
That is it.
And no one's actually played it.
No one's seen
That-
it.
that is
That's the same footage you see every time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's like hands coming
Everyone
out of the walls and shit.
can play it from the 29th of May when it finally releases on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. There's a trailer playing out there now. The trailer it's just fucking weird. It doesn't.
She's hot.
All we know is
so
it's a.
wanting to put now just pictures of Theresa May just up in the background as you say she's
Nothing
hot.
wrong with that.
Fuck you, Grandma. Let's do this.
Ooh, may I?
It's all we do know is it's a survival horror set in hell. It doesn't look very survival horror to me. It looks more action horror, but I might be wrong.
Who knows?
I probably am.
Who knows?
We
No
know
one
nothing about
knows.
the game.
No.
So.
And another game that is releasing on the 29th of May, and our final bit of news is Yoku's Island Express, a game that Dan do not
know
forward
what
to.
that
That pinball, it's like a pinball game. Is pinball?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a pinball
You
one.
played it at
Okay.
EGX. I didn't play it.
It was really nice.
Team 17 are publishing it.
Kind of a platformy pinball game where
yeah.
you're moving
Oh, so it's not
your little.
just a pinball game. It's
No,
like
no,
more
no,
than
no.
that.
It's like a
Yeah.
puzzle platform of
It's-
pinball.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and your little
How's that
rat
for
thing
alliteration?
can
Nice.
turns into the ball and then you move around. Do you remember Sonic? You won't. Sonic Pinball?
Sonic
Okay.
Spinball, isn't it? Sonic Spinball, is that what it's called?
I can't remember now.
See, even I knew that.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Sonic Pinball.
True gamer. I'm probably completely wrong.
Should we make up a name for it? Do you remember Sonic Shag's Tails?
I'm sure it was Sonic.
Sonic.
Walking back. But, okay.
One beer.
No
One
kidding.
Beer.
Not
No
even a whole
kidding.
beer. I'm sure
I
it's
have to say this
Sonic
before we
Pinball.
move on to EGX Rezzed.
Yeah.
Walking
Yeah.
back from work tonight, walking past what's the cards board game place on Grove Road? Not Forbidden Planet.
No.
Forgotten.
Oh shit! No, because it's the comic exchange place, but they don't do comics. It's Sonic Spinball.
It's Sonic Spinball, guys.
I bought it
Come
for
to me
Nick.
with all your retro
Anyway.
game queries
How-
because
how
I'm the
awful is
expert
that?
on this
Anyway,
podcast.
walking past this board game, card game, I don't know what it is, place.
Shop.
Tails. No
Fantasia.
kidding. A fucking
No.
a dude fully dressed as Tails. Had a tail,
What, in the shop?
had a hat with his ears, had an orange jumper thing on. He was fucking he was standing outside the shop. They probably wouldn't let him in.
Probably
No.
not. Sorry, mate,
Mate.
you're a bit weird.
Yeah.
We've got kids in here.
Like
We're selling
honestly,
them.
I was like, okay, I get cosplay stuff, but why the fuck Tails?
Because he's hot.
He's fucking most useless character ever.
Wow.
He was probably the worst addition to any game.
It's upsetting. My Sonic
Sonic's
OC is
great.
is a
What do we do?
Fox, so.
Add fucking annoying Tails into it. Dickhead.
Oh, what we
Oh!
got? Someone didn't put it on silent.
No, I didn't. Okay.
Mine's on vibrate. When
All right. Should we
I'm
move
just
on
checking
to?
mine right now.
Yeah,
Should we move on
let's
to
look at our
our
phones quickly?
final?
That place is called Fantasia.
That is Fantasia.
Yeah.
Should we move on to our final section?
EGX.
EGX.
Rezzed.
So the idea of this section,
And that's why the English don't have cheerleaders.
I'll cut the video. I'll cut the video and we'll re-thing it and I'll go through exactly what the section is.
Okay,
Done. Okay, so the final section, we're going to talk about our games we played at EGX Rezzed. Now, we're not going to talk about every single game at EGX Rezzed because we played so many. But the idea is we play through loads of them and we talk about the creme of the crop, the top ones that we loved. There are 7.
I love the way you mix the creme of the crop.
The creme de la crop.
The creme de la creme.
Creme de la creme and cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop.
Oh, do I?
You
You
earlier
just
on,
mix
you
these things. It's wonderful.
You mixed something up earlier as well, and it was quite delightful. Yeah,
I love it. It's
you just
wonderful.
smashed together
It's like
two,
I'm going
like,
to take two different ones,
what's
put
the
them
word?
together.
But tell me why I can't say creme because creme
No,
is
you
cream.
can say it.
You
it's
can
fine.
say it, mate. It's
It's-
just really
It's
funny
quite
how
a
you
cool
mix these two
Lewisism.
different... Yeah.
You just sort of mash together two different
Yeah.
sayings.
No, you can't say it because, of course, creme means cream.
Yeah.
But you've just
Exactly,
mixed
it
these two
makes
different
perfect
things. It's
sense.
wonderful.
Yeah, creme de la crop.
Cream de la cream.
Gonna get the creme de la cream. That's it. So we're going to talk about our top games from that. Now there are, I think, 7 previews up on our YouTube. I wanted to get more up, but it like I said, it's been a busy week as it
Could
is.
be more.
There might be
Anytime.
more going up,
Yeah.
but there's so if you want to get like a kind of quick brush over, we've got Ooblitz up, Sinner, Sacrifice for Redemption. We've got Windlands 2. We've got Lake Ridden. We've got
Disco Elysium.
Disco Elysium and Grip. They're sorry 6. So
I'd like
they're
to roll one for Epic,
they're
actually.
the 6 up. Are you going to?
I thought I would like to,
Okay.
yeah.
But so what
Well,
we're going
no
to do tonight,
promises.
I don't know if he will, but
Yeah.
he'd like
We'll
to.
see how I feel.
what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about games we really liked, and then at the end, by the end of this podcast, we're going to be publishing a video this week of Indie-Credibles as a team's 10 favourite games from EGX. It's not in order, not this is 10th, this is 1. Just 10 games we liked from EGX Rezzed, and that could be for a million of reasons. It doesn't have to be the most polished, best action adventure game out there. It could be the fact that we just wet ourselves playing it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We know
that's,
we were ourselves.
Oh,
playing.
yeah.
that's the aim of what we're doing now. So who wants to start off with just something you played and
like
talk
to
about what you
start
played? Go on then.
Go on, Tom.
Because since we sort of
Because Tom
just mentioned
actually
it there.
played something, that's why.
Yeah, I actually played one of these things that these guys
He's
call
like-
video games.
George,
And,
do you
uh,
watch
the
Friends?
video
Do you watch
games?
Friends?
Do I watch Friends? No.
I was
I have watched Friends.
You
but do I
know
watch it now?
when
No.
Joey buys the encyclopedia beginning with V, is it?
Yes.
That's literally what it's like. That's what you're like. So it's like-
holy fuck.
and they
that is
start
amazing.
talking about stuff in the cafe,
And he keeps trying
and he's
to-
like, "Oh my god, yeah!" And then they go on to talk about something about. I think he was
Yeah.
going to buy the S one, wasn't he? But he didn't have enough money.
Because he wants
And
to
they
buy the
start-
whole collection,
yeah.
but it's all alphabetical.
And they start talking about like something beginning with S, and he's like,
And he's like, and he sounds really smart before that. That's fucking episode, yeah.
"That's you." You're like, "I can talk about this."
Yeah, this is me. This is me
That's
now. Don't change the subject, guys.
Okay, let's go.
Right. So at EGX Rezzed, which
2018.
Which we were there.
Yeah, me and Dan sat down to play an excellent game, and that was Flashing Lights.
Was it excellent?
It was by Excalibur Games.
There's
Oh,
loads
it
of-
was from Excalibur
Actually,
Games.
was going to bring posters to put up on the wall of the podcast.
Oh, yes.
I'll bring it next time.
That's cool.
Flashing Lights is a emergency services simulator, and it is probably one of the
So much
most
fun.
fun games that we've played the entire time.
It was one of the few games where I noticed as we were playing it, we ended up with a crowd of people around
Yeah,
us
people were
watching us
yeah.
play this game.
The setup was really cool. You could choose to play either keyboard or mouse, but they also had a steering wheel setup with also this really cool thing. Was a box. I don't know what to call it. It's a box of buttons.
Which you are going to be able to buy with the game.
Yeah,
And the
and
buttons
you can
allow
use it-
you to turn sirens
So I'm
on.
guessing this
Yeah,
is
it's
like
like
you
Siren's
can
button,
buy
PA button.
so you can buy tractor steering wheels for farming sim.
Yeah.
But they are, because they're so niche,
Yeah.
they're really fucking expensive. I think they're like 400 quid for the. They have like the 2 gear sticks.
Yeah,
they're shaped like
yeah,
a tractor
yeah.
thing and things like that. So
I don't think they're looking at that expensive
Okay.
with it,
But
but
this,
it
this
is.
box,
yeah.
I actually thought it was really cool. And he said you could even print your own layout for it and remap
And
the
remap
buttons
it. It
to-
was
for
just a
for any
basic
game.
button box with a light
But I was
behind
like-
it, but it works so well
It
with the game.
was so handy to have. And I just really enjoyed that. So we played it because it's a single player game at the moment. It's online multiplayer.
It's online multiplayer.
But obviously there was one.
There was no one else to
computer.
play with, so we shared.
Yeah.
And I started driving, and you were in control of the
So
camera and
he-
the character.
So I was keyboard and mouse. Dan was on the steering wheel, and it was chaos, and it was excellent. We saved lives.
Saved them.
Didn't you kill a paramedic?
We killed a couple of people.
You killed a paramedic, didn't you?
He killed him a little bit.
The
but it
story.
was-
The story of this.
You killed the paramedic.
The-
you
right,
didn't put the handbrake on.
the fire truck killed the was it fire truck?
It was a fire truck. at
Fire
that
truck
point.
killed the paramedic, and I wasn't the driver.
I love the fact that
So,
you
by
stopped,
extension-
you got out, and you
By
were like,
exit- you didn't put the handbrake on. You were in charge of the handbrake. We got out of the fire engine,
I washed
and it
my hands.
rolled in.
I washed my hands of it. I was not the driver.
We had to wash our hands quite a lot to get rid of the blood. It was.
But at the end of the day, the guy who was in the car, who was the real emergency here, he was saved.
John Nash.
John Nash.
John Nash.
Is that his name?
That was his name.
Sure.
John Nash.
No, we
It's
ended
Greg
up.
Nash, wasn't it?
Was it Greg?
It was something like that.
We arrested a
George.
criminal right at the start, and
We
it gave
looked
us
at
the
police
names,
first,
and
yeah.
it was something.
We
Nash.
looked at his ID.
And then for the rest of the game, we were always after
I asked
something
for his
Nash.
license and registration because we pulled him over. And I pull him over, I mean, we smashed him to
We
pieces.
smashed him to shit.
And then we were like, get out of the car, you son of a bitch. And he gave us his license and registration, and we arrested that motherfucker.
Oh, we took him downtown. We did the paperwork.
That's right, we
did
signed the paperwork and everything.
everything.
Oh, it was great.
It was
So
so much fun.
is the game good?
Yeah!
No,
No, but it's not, but it's
depends.
great.
It depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for really good graphics, solid systems, all of that, look, then don't play this game. But if you're looking for something you will piss yourself laughing
looking for a damn
and have
good
an
time.
absolute blast playing, then this is the game. Because
And I like, if the three of us had this game and we just played this,
Oh
I
my
would
God.
have such a good
online
time.
multiplayer is going to be the best. When
gonna
I
be
can
great.
radio, I am going to get an old CV radio for the three of us. So when we play this, I can
amazing.
radio it through and be like, "This is Charlie Delta 129. Come in, Charlie." It's just so we can play it like that. Fuck headsets. We're gonna do it
I
through
need
old
that.
CV radios, mate.
This,
Oh,
honestly.
I'd be up for playing it if you can get like new skins for your
for God's sake.
police cars.
What is best though? There is character customization. So I would put
It
money
was
on that
very
you'd be able to
early,
get some
early
new
on
skins.
when we were playing.
You can,
yeah.
you can unlock a new Tash. I'm in for that.
There'll be
Some-
Tashes galore.
It will
don't
be
you
the
worry.
glasses as well. We spent so long just doing the Terminator theme tune
Yeah,
and
it was
changing
like-
the camera angle. So, he was
So it's like
walking
walking
towards it.
slowly towards the camera, and we're like, "Da-na-na,
It was amazing. Had a brilliant time. Absolutely love that game.
Oh,
That
so
is
good.
Flashing Lights from Excalibur Games.
So
and it
much
was
fun.
So much fun.
Good.
Yeah.
So that's going to go on the list, isn't it?
Best game of
Yeah.
EGX Rezzed 2018.
No, that's the toilet roll when you were taking his shit.
But
Oh,
this
and it was also your tweet.
am I putting
And
flash?
the tweet that we just
And
kept
my
going
tweet,
in.
and then
Am I
your
putting
tweet,
flashing lights on the list?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely,
It's
yeah.
Flashing Lights will definitely
So
be on
much
our
fun.
top
I will
10
mention
games
that
of-
just how much fun you guys had.
And that is what it's about.
Yeah,
It's-
and that's
it's a
what
fun
Yeah.
game.
gaming's about, I
Yeah.
like to think.
It's about
Not
fun.
about stupid loops where you get a fancy new colour on your gun.
Sharing time
It's
with
about-
your
yeah,
friends
it's having a good
in a
time,
multiplayer experience.
Having a laugh, you know.
Go on then, Lewis. What you got for us?
Loot box the game.
Oh my god, someone's going to make that.
There is.
I think that is actually a game.
Isn't it Star Wars Battlefront?
No, there is actually a loot box game. It takes place out loot boxes, and you just have to buy loot boxes of in-game currency to buy better loot boxes. That is all the game is.
You wouldn't get that with AAA games.
Yeah.
They wouldn't bother with the better loot boxes and just buy the same shit you want.
Flashing Lights is a
what have you got for us?
I was going to talk about Ooblets, but I've already got a complete preview about that. I don't know if I should
talk about it.
No, we've got to make our 10 things.
Okay.
So you've got to talk about
bulk
this
up the
shit.
list.
I have to say Ooblets.
Yeah.
I have to say
we
Ooblets.
knew it was going to be
Because
Ooblets.
as I say in my preview, I was so excited for that game, and the moment to the point where it's the day before, I didn't even go in that room because I was like, no, I'm just going to go in that room tomorrow when I don't want to see anything about it. When I got there and sat and got to thingy, you don't understand how nervous I was. Like, genuinely, because I was like, what if this isn't any good? Like, this is a game I've been so excited about.
Yeah.
What if and we spoke about hype before, what if I've overhyped this in my head? What if I've gone, this is the next Pokemon game. This is like this
Which
is
I
gonna...
can definitely see you doing.
Yeah.
Because you were so.
And I sat down for it, and I was just like this. And again, as I say, yes, it hasn't got anywhere near the depth that we've come to expect from games like Pokemon. But you have to remember,
This is alpha.
This is
just
alpha, and this is a two-person husband and wife team. And when you realise that, I think I closed the preview by saying you can't help but marvel of how much passion has gone into this project. Like it literally oozes cuteness.
It's adorable.
It's just
Well, one of the guys from Double Fine was talking about the fact that they went out and they bought the stuff to do motion capture.
It's Spaff.
and it's really
Spaff was talking about the fact that they would
Really low
dance in their
budget.
room. Low budget, two people just putting everything into one game, and I was like, oh my god, I have so much respect for these guys.
And yeah, it's the build we played was rough around the edges, but I really my biggest concern with it was either going to be a Pokemon game or it was going to be a Stardew Valley. I didn't know how they were going to manage to balance the two mechanics.
But it's the perfect
But
marriage.
what they've done is, I like the way that if you want to get new Ooblets, you have to attack wild Ooblets, and then by defeating on wild Ooblets, you get the chance to get seeds, and then you plant the seeds.
Yeah.
But then
grow your
that's
new
not
Ooblet.
just for the Ooblets, that's for their abilities. And the more powerful abilities will take more days. So if you plant a seed, and then it says, so for example, he was telling me, some seeds say they need watering once every 3 days.
Yeah.
But they take 30 days to grow, and they're the powerful ability. Wow. If you go off for an adventure, but don't come back and it dies, you don't get that ability.
Fuck, so you have to tend to your plants.
Yeah.
Jesus
so
Christ.
if you it's that it seems like the perfect juggle between farming sim and Pokemon games.
It's come together perfect.
And I like the fact that the Ooblets they seem to have a personality. I've only seen 3 of them, but they all
Rad lads all the way.
Rad Lad.
But
Rad
that's it.
Lad.
So
That's
Rad
his new name, by the way. Rad Lad.
Yeah,
Rad lad. I want that t-shirt so badly.
But Rad Lad, although Rad Lad said like his voice was just a classic, the writing was arrogant and like obnoxious. Whereas the Snappy Claw,
I think that's what
Yeah, I think that's
Snappy
what it
Claw was very cute
Kinzel.
and like in love with you, just
Adorable.
like, oh, I love you, I'll go anywhere you want. Rad Lad was like, yeah, fucking, I'll do what I want. mate.
Yeah, it's Rad lads.
Instantly. But I like the fact they've already got, like Pokemon, they
got
have personalities. And like, and again, I pick up, only because it's a preview and I'm going through what I really, really want in the game, and I mentioned elemental damage and elemental abilities. But I mean, that is...
You don't need that, you just want it.
It's exactly what I say in the preview.
Yeah.
Realistically, the game does not need it. It would be amazing if it's there, but it doesn't need it.
Yeah.
But Ooblets was... I walked away from that game and I've never been so
cute.
happy.
It was great
like,
watching you play that.
What was
It was
really
so
cool.
cute.
Well, I finished it, didn't I? And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to keep playing.
It literally at the bottom, like, do you want to continue?
You're like,
His
yeah.
demo's done. Do you want me to continue? And he was
Well, I was talking to Spaff, and he was turning around at me going, he really likes these games, doesn't he?
Spaff
He
had a
had-
genuine worried look in his eye. He was like,
I
I've
don't
been
think he
scared of
met
this man.
anyone so excited by Ooblets at all that weekend.
I
And
think
then
he was-
Lewis came along,
Yeah.
and I was like, it's okay. He's on day release.
I think Spaff was glad his parents showed
I
up.
didn't tell you guys. I've done the worst thing ever. That because I got
Oh
there.
my god!
So
What?
the developer for Knights and Bikes was wearing a Double Fine T-shirt.
Of course, yeah.
So I got there and he's like, "Oh, cool." I was like, "Yeah, I'm here for to play some games." He's like, "Lewis." I was like, "Yeah, cool." He's like, cool, yeah, nice box. I was like, yeah, it looks good, but I really want to play this game. Like, and I was going gushing about this, and he went,
You dickhead.
well, I'm the developer for Knights and Bikes. I'm like, Tom, do you want to play this game?
Were you
I wasn't
chatting to
paying
Rex
attention.
or Mungo then? Which one was it?
The Rex, the other, yeah,
The art one.
Yeah, the art one.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was going like, oh,
He was a nice guy.
because he was
Yeah,
like,
Rex was lovely. He
yeah.
took me through Knights and Bikes.
Yeah.
He was like, do you want to Knights and Bikes? I was like, yeah, it looks cool, but I mean, it's Ooblets.
Yeah.
Like, and I was going on and on and on. Like, oh, this, and I like this game, and I like this game, and I like this game. And he's like, oh, what? Like, do you like games like Tearaway? And I'm like, it was alright. And then he's like, yeah, I'm the developer. I'm one of the developers.
Yeah, he also made Tearaway and he made what's the other one?
Oh my God, you embarrassed
Little
the
Big
company.
Planet 1 and 2. He used to work for
Fucking
Media
hell.
Molecule. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Should have shook his hand. He
So I know. And
grew up in his childhood.
just pointing
I
out,
sat there playing Knights and Bikes with the fellow, and it was like, you know what, you're bloody great.
just pointing out, Knights and Bikes is a game actually. I'm going to play with Sarah because I think she would actually play.
Oh, we'll talk about Knights and Bikes in a bit
yeah.
because that is one I'm going to bring up
Okay,
later.
oh, cool.
But Ooblets
But
is,
Ooblets, Lewis won't let us not put that on the
even
list.
when Dan at the end.
But to
he
be
went,
honest, I
"Actually,
really
can
like
kinda
the look
see
of that.
I really
Yeah.
see the Animal Crossing
Yeah.
inspiration when I watched.
Apart
it play.
from-
It was just so many of the. You go through the tick list of the
Yeah.
games you want in it. So you've got Pokemon, you've got Stardew Valley, you've got. I nearly said Ooblets,
What's
You've got Ooblets.
but it's just.
I'm going to ask
ah.
an absolute PC noob question now.
Here we go. What a surprise! Tell us, Lewis.
What is a monitor?
What's Glymph? Glymph. Use the above codes on Glymph.
glyph?
Glyph.
Glyph.
It says glyph
Yeah,
right there.
glyph.
Authenticate
glyph?
the first one I sent across.
Glyph must be a program.
Yeah. It'll be whatever they're using to put them across. So just look up Glyph on there and you'll
Oh,
find it.
okay, cool. Thank you. I didn't know because I was like, I put it on Steam and it's already downloaded.
Yeah, no.
was very
They just
confused.
want you to authenticate that you've used them.
Ah, okay, cool.
And that way they're not going to send it off to
Forward
someone
jump
else.
stats, fine, it's 2050.
But anyway.
Yep. Ooblets, yeah.
Right,
so Danielson.
I have a massive list of games, but one of the ones I'm
What
going to talk
surprise.
about straight away is from Zam Studios, and it's Disco Elysium.
I didn't get to play this.
This is a
number-
game that, to be honest, I saw and I was excited by it, and I knew I wanted to play, but I didn't know how good it would be. It was one of those ones where I thought, yeah, this looks nice. It's
Yeah.
about an old, out of shape cop, and he's going to
Yeah.
do this. And to be honest, I saw it, I thought that looks nice. I like the art style, but it's not going to do anything new.
Yeah.
I've seen this before. And then I sat down and played it, and it starts
so
off with a
good.
black screen, and then you've obviously blacked out from a night of just being out of it, and then your different parts of your
Aspects of your
psyche
conscience, yeah.
starts talking to you. And then you get to choose. You can be
It's-
like,
it's
shall
like-
I wake up? Nah, fuck it, I'm going to stay in the blackness.
Yeah.
And there are many times as you're going through it, you're like, I've felt like that after a night out of getting blasted.
Yeah.
There have been
So-
points I've sat there going, no, I don't want to go.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I referred to it to the devs as you got further into the demo, those conscious almost had D&D elements where you had skill rolls, didn't you? You could roll to try and get success on the skills.
Actually, they don't know if they're going to add it into the final game, but it actually showed dice rolls during it and
Yeah.
what dice rolls you got.
Oh,
So it's
and you're like
a
success chance.
But that's
60%
because
chance
the
of-
guy who's making it is actually a massive DM, plays a lot of Dungeons and Dragons and bits like that. But he's created the role-playing game that this is based on.
not played with us, has he?
So, well, yeah, no,
With you
he'd
mean.
just cry in the corner. But this is all based from his role-play game
Yeah.
that he's created a system and the whole mechanics before. And I think that's part of what also dragged me in because I was like, shit, what is behind this is a huge amount of depth.
Oh god, it's insane.
The conversation trees are obviously
And they are-
massive. You can do within a limit, obviously.
Yeah.
The
you-
ways you can take it are
But how
insane.
you speak to people hugely impacts on how you progress as well. So, for example, I didn't go into the depth on my preview because it could have gone for ages, but I was, as I said to you, I was a dick early on. There's a
Now, believe this or not, but
Lewis
Lewis thought.
was a dick.
He was like, I think I'll be a dick
so
in
pretty,
this game.
pretty early on, you see a chick leaning against a balcony.
Yes, yeah.
And then I'm talking to her. I mean, it says like option. Like, what kind of cop are you? And it's like it says I'm a superstar cop. So I literally told everyone for the first 20 minutes I'm a superstar. And then this woman was like, "Why are you talking to me?" It's like, "Because I want to sleep with you." So I was pressing that, and the guy was like, "Oh, well, later on you have to interrogate her. That has a big impact." I won't say how. He says, "But because you've got that interaction and the awkwardness now, there's certain things that are going to be a lot hard for
That
you to
is
find
cool.
out now because of the way you spoke to her at the beginning.
But what's even better is while you're having that conversation with this woman and being a dick or not being a dick, depending how you go for it, your conscience and your mind changes
Yeah.
how it's going to be.
It changes
Yeah.
your perception of people in
Yes.
the street,
Yes.
isn't it? Yeah.
Because I walked outside and I looked, I turned around and my perception was quite low. And it was like, I looked at the person, it was like, this girl is black.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
Yeah,
all.
that's
you
all he took away from
that
it.
was my
So
perspective.
you just turned his character into a racist.
He was the Donald Trump.
Yeah, he was like
Literally.
a black.
And I said to the guy, I was like,
Worst detective ever. So could you describe the person? Black.
but I said,
Can you imagine that? It's like, did you get a description?
Can you imagine playing flashing lights with that
Oh my
detective?
God.
I brought in, what's his name? Don't know, Black.
I spoke to the guy,
Oh,
and he
God.
basically said, he said there will be things in the game that will upset people because you can reply in racist, sexist, and homophobic remarks. He said, but the reason we've done that is because it's an alternative reality.
Yeah.
But the guy you're playing as is a kind of washed up detective guy who just does not give a shit anymore about anyone.
Yeah.
He doesn't care what he says. So
It's really
playing as
capturing
him,
on
you
that
can just-
role play element of it's
Yeah.
your character. It's how you want it to be,
Yeah.
and you can develop this anyway. And a lot of times when you play D&D or things like that, you like to make the arsehole character because, of course, it's escapism. It's something you don't. Well, apart from this,
There's more.
It's something
you're not
most
an
of us don't
arsehole,
get to
you're
do in
just
the
like
real
a
life.
Fucking abysmal person to play with.
I came off the game and I went to talk to Danielle, who was there as part of the PR bit, and the social. She's the social media manager for it all. And I literally stood in front of her for a bit and just kind of stared at the backdrop. They've got a neat like I'm not quite sure how to deal with what I've just done. It was that same sort of. In my mind, I keep going back to Hellblade with it, because in Hellblade you have this whole sort of psychological fucked upness going on in a very dark way in Hellblade, and in Disco Elysium it's a very
a
realistic
Yeah.
sort of way. And as I said, as I was waking up from being blacked out drunk,
Yeah.
there were so many questions that were asked on that I've had with myself.
Yeah.
As I'm waking up from being drunk, as in I don't want to open my eyes yet.
Yeah.
And if I open my eyes, this is gonna fucking hurt. So I'm gonna I'll stay in my darkness, cheers. I'll stay in this.
Yeah.
And you're just like, okay, the writer for this, or the writers, because there's 5.
7.
There's 7.
Including the editor, 7 writers.
Are just amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely
And the amount
amazing.
of dialogue in there is fucking insane.
I wish we went off for a third day now, so that I could have. I feel like I missed a lot of the games you guys are raving about. I
It's just like,
It's a
random
lot,
stuff.
and it's quite a way off being released.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but what they've got,
yeah.
so even what they've got at the moment is
They've
just.
Chance of there being EGX, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
I hope so.
He basically
Give it a
said,
chance,
So I
give
can
it a
have
he basically
another
said,
go,
if
yeah.
you're looking to play a big, turny, twisty adventure game, this is not it. This is an intricate. Almost nothing will happen
This
in
is a
terms
life.
of the greater
Yeah.
picture, but in terms of what will happen with this one person's life and his lives you interact with is huge.
Sounds awesome.
So yeah, it's really fucking
really,
good.
really good.
Yeah. No,
Yeah. So Disco Elysium from Zaum. Is it Zaum?
Yeah,
ZA/UM.
Zoom.
Zaum Studio.
Zoom.
And it's published by Humble Bundle. So
It's going to be, yeah.
you
IGN.
Humble Bundle,
IGN are
beautiful
publishing it.
people. IGN are publishing it.
Well, IGN own Humble Bundle.
Yeah, they're going to
Do
do
they?
something good.
Yeah, they brought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you not remember they had to the whole disclosure because they brought Humble Bundle and then
Started
Humble
releasing
Bundle-
loads of reviews
Humble
saying, talking
Bundle-
about how amazing
Oh,
Humble Bundle
okay,
were.
right.
Humble Bundle published Hat in Time, and then IGN gave Hat in Time a really high score, and then they had to bolt on about a week later a disclaimer saying this game was published by Humble Bundle, who are
Which is
now
why we
owned by-"
gave it 15 out of 10.
So yeah, but IGN own Humble Bundle now.
News to me.
Though you did like Hat in Time.
I did like
Just to
Hat in
add that
Time,
on the end.
Yeah.
So I
We're
don't
not
like
paid
it.
by fucking
I'm
anyone.
not actually a big
Apart
fan
from
of.
Brian and Trevor. We are paid
Hey,
by
I'm
I'm not a
Brian
big fan
and Trevor.
of mascot 3D platformers, but that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Right, what have you got for us next, Tom?
I wasn't gonna. I don't. I want to mention it because I feel like we didn't talk about it much when we were at EGX,
Oh, okay.
and that's Everspace.
Okay.
You played that,
yeah,
and this is what we're talking about.
You're
Especially
gonna love
why.
me.
Why?
You have a code as of Monday.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cool.
You got one as well if you want.
Yeah, I'll play it.
I'll play. Oh, actually, yeah. Do
I'll play it,
Oh, we
'cause-
both play.
yeah,
They sent me one because it's on PC at the moment, early access,
Right.
and I've got a PC code for it. I'm like, any chance to get some PS4 codes? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, Tom, I think I remember talking. Do you speak to someone there?
No.
No, because I didn't know who the fuck was working there.
Because someone said they spoke. They were like, oh, I think I remember speaking to those guys.
No, they didn't speak to us.
I literally like
Because we couldn't tell
They
who
were
the
just
fuck
doing-
was
there,
working
there was
there.
no one
Yeah,
standing
well,
there.
that was the Unreal thing, was it? But like, I can understand with Sinner, which I'm going to
Well,
talk about later.
no.
Sinner has come over from China, so the developers aren't coming from
But
China.
every other game I played in the Unreal place,
Had
so
dev behind it, usually.
State of Mind by Daedalic, there was an amazing American lady there who just like completely took me through the whole thing.
she
Loved that
was
one.
great, and I really missed
I asked-
playing that game.
I asked her
Elevate Combat League
about-
from Atomicon, the woman there and the bloke there came
Oh,
over
see,
and talked me through it
the-
all.
see,
Loved it.
I got pulled
that's-
away from that
no, see,
game.
that's
by
your-
fucking steel rats.
But that's
tonight.
your perspective, because we went there and there was no one and the game was broken.
Yeah, well,
You
no,
were with me.
No,
we
it's
went
the first time. We went, remember, we
Yeah,
sat down
yeah,
to play
no,
it.
that-
We were
yeah.
there for about 5 minutes, like, no one was there, no
Yeah.
one was fixing it, and I was
There
like,
was
well,
literally
that's
no one
good,
there.
so I
Oh,
walked
okay.
off.
Because did I tell you that when we went to the second time?
I don't remember, but there was so much going on. You may have.
I think I did.
Because the woman from State of Mind, I always went up to her and I went, so who come up with the idea of making a game around transhumanism? And she was like, what? I was like, well, that's what the game's around. And she goes, well, yeah, it's around...
transhumanism is.
Well,
That's-
no, she.
I only know that because
I don't know-
I
I
did
don't know.
weekly releases, and it was
Oh,
meant to be,
okay.
and the game is based around transhumanism.
You must
which is,
have. You must have talked to someone else because the woman I talked to went really in depth in it.
Oh no, she did, but she didn't. Similar to you,
She
was
knew
like,
transhumanism.
she was like transhumanism, and I was like, yeah.
No, the woman
I
I
was
talked to
like,
knew
okay.
it.
Okay.
It's how
Anyway, Everspace.
science.
Yeah, Everspace.
I played it briefly, and you played it even brieflier.
Briefer.
Briefer? Is that
No,
right?
I'm going to go with brieflier. It's not a word.
Even briefly.
Lewis is right.
Even more brief. Even more brief
Even more brief. That don't like in the
than me.
Even
Same
in my briefs.
yes.
Yes.
But it seemed good. You made a very valid point about
Yeah.
about the whole space sim where you always end up going around in a circle.
The one thing it suffered, it was beautiful.
It
It
looked
had
great.
some really
It looked
nice
great,
movies. I ended up on someone who decided to put on really hard. So my
Right,
first
you
experience
played it on like hardcore, didn't you?
was it
I played it on
literally
normal.
my ship would warp in and then I'd be dead and I'd be like, this isn't really a game. If you just go in and die. And then I found out someone had put it on super hard and put it on.
Yeah.
But it suffers from the fact that in a lot of these 3D movement games, is you end up in an infinite loop.
Yeah, you
Where
and
the AI will just
spin
you're
around
just
each other.
spinning
So
around,
they
and
made
the only
it-
way to move out is to move in a right-hand loop. And as soon as you do that, the AI will move in a loop, and you're just like, I'm
the
spinning.
way I get around that kind of thing, well, especially in this one, when I was playing it, is to be a bit more silly with how you fly.
Yeah,
Like in the sense of instead of being like, realistically, I would just turn around and try and shoot them.
yeah.
But I'd be like, I'm gonna fly to the asteroid field and zip around all the asteroids and strafe around. And the
Yeah, it's
side.
very much based
That's the
upon the
only-
idea
that's
of
Is it more simmy or arcadey?
arcade.
Yeah, it was,
Arcade,
but
full on arcade.
It looked nice from what I saw.
I
of it.
want to learn more about it, and that's
Yeah.
the whole thing.
The visuals
because
look nice.
The visuals are great, and it was like, I'm sure there's plenty of games like it, but I haven't really played that many like dogfighting space
Yeah.
games. But the only thing that
Dreadnought.
seemed, I don't know, I've never played that.
No,
It's not really in the space though, is it? It's around
it's not that
planetary.
good
and-
either.
Wouldn't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
The only thing that seemed familiar for me from other games is that you go into a big area, you mine or you do little missions in that area,
Yeah.
and then you go into this big map, and it's like a long map with like different points you can go to get to the end of the sector. And I'm sure that's like a well-known
Star Fox.
thing. Star Fox, right? See, I know it from FTL, but you're right, Star Fox.
Star Fox.
It's absolutely
the,
Star Fox.
the map.
yeah.
The map in it is Star Fox map.
So now that you said that, it is like Star Fox.
Yeah.
It's a Star Fox
But
game.
it's good.
Yeah.
I like it. I
Oh, it's
actually
got a
like
better.
it.
Well, obviously
Star
you've
Fox
got
had
three.
one good game on the N64.
Isn't there one on the SNES that people like?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Didn't play that. But everything after the N64 was, oh my god.
You mean the GameCube one with the dinosaurs?
That's really fucking good. I love that game. People slate that game because they haven't fucking played
The
it.
Wii, have you
and they
played the
heard
Wii
that
one?
it was slated.
well,
I've got it. You can come and play it.
If you want to challenge
It's really
me,
good.
I will sit down for a whole day and play that game.
Yeah, I will let you borrow my GameCube and the game. You will love that
Yeah.
game. Okay. No, yes, you will.
Okay. Well, I'll be a man.
There is a slight sort of yeah.
The
What?
Wii,
There's a bit you might not enjoy
isn't
as
the
much.
Wii really bad? Is the Wii one?
Oh
There's
yeah,
a
no one
Wii
played
one?
it on the Wii.
There's a Wii.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a Wii U.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I've
Yeah, no,
I haven't had
during the
one
Wii and the
since,
Wii U phase, that's like their teenage years.
I know
That's
they
when you
re-released
forget
it.
them.
Re-released the 64 on 3DS, didn't they?
Yeah, I've got that as well. Because as soon as that came out, I was like, I'm having that.
Is it called
one.
Lilac Wars here or Star Fox?
It's called Star Fox here. It's Lilac Wars in America.
Okay, alright. Okay. I knew there was 2 names in them.
Am I putting Everspace on the top 10 games of EGX Rezzed?
I wouldn't,
Okay.
That's
I've
fair.
not played
I just
it.
wanted to mention it.
because I
feel like
think it's worth
it needed
mentioning.
talking about.
It's a very pretty game, but I think it was way too basic. I think we're going to end
Well,
up with
I look
that.
forward to playing it because I really want to see
Hitting
what
the
it
loop.
has to
Yeah.
offer it in the
Cool.
game.
I'd be happy to be proved wrong.
Well,
I'd
be happy to be
So
proved
yeah,
right.
no, I'm happy to play it. Yeah, as we all would be. I'd rather games were great than shit, to be honest.
I am going to
I
go.
don't think it's ever going to be shit. I don't think it'll hit that. I just think
no,
it's
I
not
think
going to be enough.
Like at its worst, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'm then going to talk about a game that is also in the Unreal section of EGX Rezzed, and a game that, despite me getting fucking pummeled time and time and time again,
Yeah.
Tom struggled to pull me away from it. I did not want to leave that station.
I know.
And that was
That
Sinner
was-
Sacrifice for Redemption.
I also played it.
And I fucking hate the Souls-like comparisons, but it's just so easy to say for this
absolutely
game.
It is a Souls-like.
This game is like full-on Souls-like, but it is a boss rush Souls-like. So as I say in my preview, it literally trims off all the fat of Dark Souls and just brings... Genuinely, we only saw 3 bosses, but some fucking amazing boss designs.
That fat guy with the
There's a fat guy with a stomach in his mouth, and he like just eats you and goes.
A mouth in his
Zing
stomach.
Tien.
But they've all got. They've all.
Zing Tien.
He's a smart character. They've all got
Who
huge.
he's a god. He's not a smite character. He's an actual god. But
It reminded me.
They
gods,
use
the
the
gods
smite.
copied smite.
It reminded me of.
that'd be fucking amazing. And here's Jesus. Hang on, I need to check on smite. What do I look like? Oh my god, there's 3 of me: the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. How the fuck do we do this?
But no, Sinner Sacrifice for Redemption has that classic. Again, for lack of a better term, gameplay loop where the only way, like every death, and a cliche as it sounds, every death is one step closer to victory. Yeah, the boss designs in Sinner are absolutely awesome, and it is that case of, and again, it sounds cliche, but every death is a step closer to victory because you'll get to a certain point on a health bar, and a completely new mechanic will spawn, or they'll perform something, and you're like, what the fuck? That's not fair, but it is fair. It's a boss rush game. One mechanic I do really like about it, and we didn't get to play around with this because I say again in the preview, in all honesty, I didn't actually beat one of the bosses. I got one of the bosses down to half health, which I was quite happy with for only having 20 minutes on there.
Yeah.
But it is seriously hard.
I agree.
But what
It was hard.
One mechanic I do really like is the fact that you're going through the 7 deadly sins, and you're taking on the 7 deadly sins as bosses, but to obviously redeem yourself, hence sacrifice for redemption. But each boss you kill takes away a bit of your life. So as you go through, they get harder. So the last boss, you have less life. Because the idea is you have to give a sacrifice.
Yeah, love it.
It's really cool.
So
it's thematic. Fucking.
So he said basically,
there,
playthroughs are different because if some people go in the wrong order, their final boss is going to be fucking hard because they're going to have to choose. So you always have an option of 2. So you can always go this boss or this boss. So if they on the end, if they choose one that's harder for them, not necessarily a harder boss in the game, but they might struggle more.
Yeah.
They could have a real hard bitch of a last show because and
so the more you play, the more you're going to know, actually, this boss I can fucking cream.
Exactly, yeah.
So I want to go this way round.
So
and make
where
sure
that will
he's
come
one of
in
my
is like
last ones.
speedrunners will love this game.
Yeah.
Because it is that
What's the whole Mega Man? The original Mega Man thing
yeah.
was about to pick which way you're going to go through to
Well,
defeat the boxes in the right order.
It's the modern take on pixel perfect gameplay, where it is you have to, and I say again in the preview, it's more Bloodborne than Dark Souls because it's all about the attack and roll, and by getting a counter hit on, you can save your health like Bloodborne rather than Dark Souls where your health's hit, you've gone. I love the art style to it. It's like an anime aesthetic to it, like a very slight anime. Like the huge sword that just drags along the floor when you run.
Very satisfying.
Like it just drags along.
Dragging along, it's sort of sparks flying.
And you can switch between
love that.
big chunky swords to little daggers, which are pretty cool.
Yeah, we mainly stick with big chunky
Oh,
swords.
they're like
It's a
swords.
short sword.
Was it short sword?
Yeah, you get a short sword and you got a big sword.
And we played it on the Switch.
I played on Switch.
Yeah, I saw that they had the Switch there.
No, you played on Switch.
I played on
saw you
Switch,
played it.
yeah, and it's great on
It's-
Switch.
yeah,
it
runs
looks
perfectly.
great as well.
It was meant to be releasing this Wednesday. Been delayed till Q3.
No.
I'm
That
guessing.
must have
I'm
been a
guessing because
game-breaking
no,
bug or
I think it's
something,
because
Yeah.
they're in China, and I think it's something to do with localization of the game.
Really?
It's completely developed in
Go
China.
all the way to Q3 though.
That's not that far away. That's only July.
Okay.
1st of July. It's only
It's not that far away,
8
really,
weeks.
is it?
Yeah.
So Sinner is on the
Sinner,
list.
I like to put on the list. Do you agree?
I agree. I think it's good enough to put on the list.
I hate those type of games
And that's the
because
end
I
of it.
suck at them.
No, we end the podcast there.
And
On that silence, that's how we just end it.
oh,
Cut to black.
now so it's me. I've got to decide what's next.
Yes.
Oh
Daniel
mate,
Sam.
I hate
Man
this.
who'll catch fly and chopstick.
There were so many games. I mean I have lists of games here because I knew that you guys would say some. So
There was
I'm
at
ticking
least
them
10 games.
Next
at
to all of
EGX
them, you got
Rezzed.
shit.
shit.
I
Fucking
mean,
bollocks.
I played
do-
those.
He's actually written names of specific developers and put absolute
What's that from?
cunts.
That all
I actually what is really hilarious is
No.
I recognise
I
it.
put out a tweet earlier about the fact that I was looking through it.
Yeah.
And I had to take the photo again on a different page because one of the pages was talking about a game that I'm not going to mention, and I'm not going to mention devs or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it did pretty much say, "What a pile of crap! I wouldn't feed that to my dead grandma's anus."
Holy shit. What game was that?
I'm not telling you.
Shit.
This is fucking recorded, and we may not stop from them at another point. I ain't that stupid. I might say random shit here and there, but I ain't that stupid. I'm going to. Oh fuck. Oh shit! I'm gonna actually. You know what? I am gonna go with Phoenix Point, and I know Tom's gonna hate this.
Did you play Phoenix Point?
I did play Phoenix Point.
Did you finish it?
What? No.
Because you know, if you killed a queen,
Yeah.
you got a T-shirt.
Yeah. Well, they could have fucking told me that when I was on there.
Yeah.
But also, I was in between interviews, and I was like,
I got killed.
I
didn't kill
saw
the
a
queen.
seat, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking take that and do it.
I didn't kill the queen. I got killed.
This game is all about if you like XCOM.
It's fucking.
If you like
hard.
XCOM, you're gonna like this game. If
It's
you
not
don't like
turn-based.
XCOM,
It's strategy.
It's still
Deal with
turn-based.
it.
It's still turn-based.
it's turn-based.
You take turns.
It's turn-based.
Yeah.
It's like real warfare where you
But
take
it's-
turns.
Do you not like Monopoly?
It's really good.
I don't have feelings about Monopoly either way.
I don't have feelings.
turn-based.
And stop there. But
Do you like
anyway,
Connect 4?
oh my god,
Mate.
shut up and let's talk about Phoenix
My
Point.
whole point is that
But-
combat shouldn't be turn-based.
Phoenix Point, if you like XCOM, it's like the fucking upgrade of XCOM. It was brilliant. It
looks
was
amazing.
so
Some
good.
of the same devs, isn't it?
It's
One XDev.
Yeah.
Oh, from what XCOM? Like a really old one, or like
No, from
No.
Recent.
Yeah.
no the he done the add-on pack. Enemy Unknown. Thank you.
I don't know that one.
But it's a step up from XCOM. It's beautiful. It's really fucking hard. The small amount I managed to play in between, running between bits, but even just playing those small bits, I was like, I want to play this.
So you have I don't know how far you went into it. You have different classes in your army. So you have like a guy that can kind of like a mech dude who can kind of hover up really high and get onto roofs. But obviously, if you want to equip him with, ideally you would equip him with a sniper because he can get the vantage points. But then you might actually want to equip them with a rocket launcher to shoot and destroy from high. Things like so. There's a lot of strategy to it. The chance system is fucking awesome. There's none of this bullshit. 99% chance of hitting and you miss. Not at all.
you hitting.
Like it's
If you're
very
at that
good.
sort of
And so it meant just from the short demo I had, 50-50 shots felt like taking on because I was like, I've got a 1 in 2 chance of taking this,
Yeah.
and I need this to hit, and it wouldn't hit.
and that's what it felt as well. You had that real tense sort of, I need to make this shot to get this, but I've got to plan everything else around it so well.
What's my plan A?
to make sure
What's my
I'm
plan
going
B?
for this?
What's
It
my
was-
plan C? Because the idea of the demo was there's a queen that comes down. Well, you have to kill a couple of the aliens, take an objective, and then this queen, this spider queen thing comes down, and you have to take her within. I think it's 8. I think it was 8 turns. Take her with 8 turns to finish the mission.
Yeah.
And if you've done that, you got a free T-shirt of the thingy. I got killed about four turns in. Like it was genuine, and that was me genuinely look at the screen going, okay, I could go there. Oh, so, but yeah, granted, I probably could have done better if I knew the mechanics, but I didn't know all the mechanics, and like aliens would shoot me, and I'm like, I didn't know they could do things like that, but still, it was very tight.
What's even better about it is the aliens are procedurally generated and they learn from what you've done. So if you face an alien the first time, you're like, I'm going to lob a grenade at it.
Yeah.
The next time it comes, it will have shielding that will help against that. And they actually physically change to go against that. So they're evolving as you play. So you have to constantly change how you're going to approach it, how you look at it. And I was like, fuck me. This is how I want to play a game. This is going to fucking...
I wouldn't play it because it's not my kind of game, but that aspect sounds really cool.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's like
as I said, it's a game I know that you probably...
Yeah.
I think you would like it if you just get over that whole turn-based
It's quite
bit.
hard doing it, so probably not.
I actually think Tom would, if he could get over that turn-based.
You can't finish it in an hour, and that's what you play, an hour of games a week. So it's going to take you a long time to finish.
So, and that's Phoenix Point by Snapshot Games.
It's coming your way.
And it's I really like that one.
It's on the list.
I don't
know.
Your face.
I'll put it.
You've already put it.
Yeah, I loved it. I like. It's kind of someone who's played a lot of XCOM and those games. I really enjoyed it. You've played XCOM.
Yeah.
It's very tough.
I know. I love that type of
An
game.
indie team.
Oh, you sick fuck!
The fact that an indie team is developing a game that competes with XCOM,
I think it beats XCOM.
Do you think it will beat XCOM though?
No, because it's an indie team and it doesn't have the marketing
I've not played
behind it.
XCOM 2, so I can't comment. But XCOM 1 I enjoyed, but it could well beat XCOM.
I think it's an XCOM.
Oh, sorry, the
killer.
reboot, whatever you want to call it.
Not a killer.
Go on then.
Beta.
Lake Ridden.
Okay.
Oh,
It's got on the list, isn't it?
yeah.
Lake Ridden.
That's even on my list of
Go on.
games that.
For
as
people
I
who
stood
don't
there
know,
watching-
but we are very into Lake Ridden. What is Lake Ridden?
Lake Ridden is like a spooky narrative adventure puzzle game, and it's just really good.
Yeah.
There's not.
We've played
Did I
3
say-
sections
I
of the
said
game now. You played 2. I've played.
I've played 2
I've played 2, but I've seen the
Yeah.
third one.
because you did.
And I helped both these fuckers get through one.
So we both done the general demo last year at EGX.
yeah.
And I went and done the press demo at EGX last year. And then the press demo at EGX last year is what they were showing off to the general public this time round.
Yeah.
But then you got to play the new press demo.
Which was very good.
It was hard.
Yeah, that's why it was good.
And it's also back to that thing where it's logical puzzles. Like,
Yeah.
the puzzles had a meaning and a mythology to them.
Mythology, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's the right word, isn't it?
I actually feel
Yes, they did. Yeah.
there was an optional puzzle in the bit that I played, and I feel like a dick for not going back.
That's
and
the one
doing
the
it.
woman next to you done, but you couldn't do. Yeah.
No. I reckon I could do it now because it relates back to that projector.
You done it. You literally went, no, I can't do that. And she literally 10 minutes went for it and done it.
Right, I looked at it and I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then he
Right,
goes,
before this boils down in a bitch fight
let me just
between
say,
Tom not being
I'm
great
gonna say
at
that- I'm
puzzles
gonna
and
say
Lewis winding you up.
I'm going to say this one thing. Okay?
Yeah, go on.
What happened in the actual thing? I went and saw it and I was like, okay, it's down, and I heard the guy say this is an optional puzzle.
Yeah, and you went,
and I was like, oh, well, I'll just get on with the actual puzzle then because I don't
Oh, that's why you play games,
No,
mate.
no,
because we
because
we were on the clock.
No, because
A whole weekend was on the clock.
he knew that I can't do optional puzzles. They're hard ones.
I can't do puzzles in the main thing.
Anyway, so I actually figured out the first puzzle, but I was just being an idiot. I just kept mispressing the wrong one, but I had it all written down in the right order.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to put it in that hole, so when she screamed, it was like, oh, it was an accident.
I've used that one many a time.
So yeah, the demo you played out in an attic, didn't it? Because
Yeah,
before we played
yeah.
in big open spaces that'd been creepy woods or swamp kind of thing.
It was like, it was a
and there's been
sort of
almost
weird area.
supernatural elements to them.
It was,
Whereas
you had to match up
this was
rooms,
very
and
much
it was all very weird.
a very tight.
It was
limited-
mechanical puzzles.
Yeah.
It was like these little machines in this attic that you had to sort of figure out with the help of a projector and these slides and all this. You had to actually
books.
find the stuff. The second puzzle was books and it was like
Boat.
a weird
Oh,
little
yeah, the weird
grid with a
it had a map
compass on it.
Like a
and
sundial
inside the globe.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jiggy.
It was good.
That was the really hard puzzle because I just wasn't getting it.
Well, that was the three of us working on that one day.
And that was, I love it.
It was good when we were coming together. And
That was actually like, I don't know, it's just camaraderie there, trying to figure out the puzzle.
As we were writing it down, it was...
It feels good carrying Tom, doesn't it?
I'm so used to it now that... Anyway. What I think... The big bit I think that needs to be brought out about Lake Ridden...
Yeah, so no, it's
It's coming out in May. Just let you know.
Is the fact that... And I spoke to the devs about this because...
He's a really nice guy.
I'm a blunt fuck. And I turned around to him and went, well, look, basically, I can't stand walking Sims. They bore the shit out of me. Why would I want to walk through something? I live in Eastbourne. So we so I have to put up with the fucking elderly walking at a speed. It's like, fine, you're gonna die. Why don't get there quicker? You haven't got long left.
Right.
Stop fucking me
Always
about.
saying this.
Right? And the walking sims do the same thing. And this is not a walking sim. This is Myst. This is a puzzle game
that's what
where
he
you
said,
walk
wasn't it, Myst?
between the two.
It
And-
is a story. They tried to capture the storytelling of What Remains of Edith Finch with the complexity close to Myst, but not of Myst, because no one wants to play a game as complex as Myst. With his words.
I really enjoyed Myst.
No, I think
don't
he
know
liked
what
it,
people's
but
fucking problem
I think
is,
no.
but-
I think what he meant was
He's probably just
modern
telling
day
that for
gamers.
people like Tom.
I think, yeah,
you know,
definitely.
sort of can't handle Myst.
Yeah.
But
I played Myst once.
did you enjoy it?
About 2 seconds.
Oh,
It was at a
you
friend's.
didn't even
it-
do anything.
It was at a
then.
friend's house. I saw.
You literally
She
saw
was-
the
she-
skybox.
She was like, "Oh, I've got a skate called Myst," and I was like, "Oh, that's really cool." And she was like, "Do you want to go somewhere else?" I was like, "Okay." So that's my whole interaction.
And then what did you do?
Yeah.
I don't.
So I'm getting excited
Spore
by
or
this story.
something.
You did what?
Played Spore or something.
I thought you
Spore,
meant you were
yeah.
sporing all over her.
I was
Spore was
nine-
amazing. I used to
9
create.
years old.
I used to create. Creature after creature after creature.
Yeah, we created these things called the Haribos, and we gave them little willies, and they had like a leaf over.
See, you were already doing the Willies thing. You
I was
you were at
9.
the
Willies
point
were
of bang.
funny.
Spore was amazing.
Let's not get into
I
sport.
enjoy
We're on
sport.
EGX, mate.
Yeah.
Let's focus.
I've only Spore was at EGX.
But anyway, so yeah,
Indigo's make
no,
another Spore.
I've got to say, Late Ridden from Midnight Hub.
yeah,
Even I was like, "Fuck me."
excellent. Yeah,
So yeah, that should go on our list.
look forward to
Of,
coming
of-
out
of
next
games.
month. Next month.
Yeah, bloody
It
hell.
is coming out next
It was a
week.
very unprofessional announcement, wasn't it? Did you see it?
Yeah, you see it on the piece of paper.
They put it on wrote on a piece of paper. It's coming out in May. Slapped it on their banner at Rezzed.
Yeah.
And then took a picture of it. On
but their tweet did say, "Look at our
yeah.
professional fashion."
There we go. Here's the announcement.
Nice.
So yes, next month's coming out.
What have you got for us?
Is it hard?
No,
Is it? I can make that happen.
oh god.
Oh, I've dropped something down.
Wow.
Are you going to talk about?
wow.
Are you going to talk about unforeseen incidents?
Yeah.
You okay? I'll let you talk about that. Okay, I'm between two.
Go on.
We've got lots of
Part of me
spaces.
wants to talk about On Rush, but I don't know if it deserves it because it's not.
No, that wouldn't go on our top 10.
Well, it's going to be.
I didn't play it, so I can't say.
It's going to be.
I didn't play it, but I can.
It's going to get all the marketing.
That's like your motto.
Yeah.
It's going to get all the marketing in the world. It doesn't need
Yeah, I see what you mean.
pushed
yeah.
out there, so I don't know if I really.
But then again, you should be talking about the fact that maybe it's not as great as the marketing might push out.
I know it's good, and I like what they've done with it. The class-based vehicular stuff it works well.
Yeah.
I've not played that before.
You know when Dan's busting out the then it's he's not on
But I'm
board.
actually going to mention a game that, okay, the first 10 minutes of the demo I fucking hated. I thought it was really shit, and I was like, oh my god, this is going to be a really
Good
bad game.
start. And this game is.
Then it took a twist, and I was like, ooh, this could be interesting. And then the next 20 minutes, it finished, and I was like, oh, fuck me, that was really good. And it was Smoke and Sacrifice
Oh, okay, yeah.
from Curve
Yeah.
Digital.
Yeah.
So, basically, I don't... Okay,
Best game on show in the Curve Digital section.
Did I
So-
miss this?
it had a big old
You may have.
board. But anyway,
I had a couple, yeah.
So I'm slightly not prejudiced, but for no reason at all, I don't like the art style. I don't know why.
Really?
I don't know why. I didn't. So that partly, I sat down and I was like, oh, I'll play this. Like, I'm not really feeling the art style, but I'll give it a go. And then it kind of instantly throws you into this religious world. It's like religion. It's basically based around this cult. They are a cult, and they praise the sun god. And what happens is every woman's firstborn child has to be sacrificed to the sun god. So they take it to this kind of...
See you later, Keith.
That's it. So it would be... They take it to this like technology influenced temple, put it on a portal, zap, and the fucking baby's gone.
you told me about this actually.
Every
yeah.
woman
Yeah.
has to do that. And then the next child, they can have as many other children as they
Yeah.
want, and they get to keep them.
I also don't like the art style.
So...
For the record.
It's,
Okay.
yeah, it looks
very
like
generic.
it looked like it was trying to be. Do you play Don't Starve?
Yeah, yeah.
So I felt like it was trying to be Don't Starve, but it just didn't look as charming as Don't Starve.
Yeah.
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 But anyway, this is not really a spoiler because it happens within the first 10 minutes. You then realise this weird character keeps popping up and giving you very kind of vague clues of like, oh, is your child really dead? Literally, that's what they're like. And you're like, oh, okay, whatever. And then all this other weird stuff goes on. Then you find out actually you're teleported to this whole another realm, the smoke realm.
Yeah.
And actually, that's where the kids are sent. But you don't... Just when you're finding out what's going on there is when the demo finishes. But you have to then... That's where I found out. You have to scavenge for stuff to craft. You have to... It's a survival game, effectively. And that's when it becomes a survival... I was like, oh, this isn't a generic... Go here, do this quest. Go here, do this quest. This is a survival game, and it's quite a hard survival game. And in the smoke realm, you have to have these little glowy bugs to keep the smoke away from you.
Yeah.
So you have to craft the cage to put the bugs in. But where the bugs move around so much, they break the cage. So you have to make sure you always have enough resources to have the cage on you. And it was like the way that mechanic stacked along with kind of other like health mechanics I was getting. I was like, this has got potential to give a meaningful kind of religious stick your finger up at a cult story, but in a kind of a survivalish way. And I really enjoyed it, actually. First 10 minutes, I didn't, and the art style, I'm still not a fan of, but I kind of looked past that in the end. I was like, actually, there's... The demo finished, and I didn't want it to finish. And that was like, well, actually, that's a sign of a good game. Like I was willing to kept playing that game.
It's very good and has a lot to it, and the world it creates is incredibly interesting as a sort of for the potential that the game could give. You know, it's like reading Northern Lights for the first time or something like that. It's that sort of what are demons, what's going on, not that bullshit. And you're just like, okay, there is something really big here.
Yeah,
and I want more. Huge.
12 inches around.
Yeah, no woman's going to be happy with that.
They haven't got to be. Dudes will.
Why would
Is that what you're after?
No, it's not gay if you don't push back.
And that is why Welsh men wear wellies. If you don't know that joke, you must know that joke. Right, okay. Look it up online. Welshmen wellies.
Dan did say earlier he doesn't like the Welsh accent.
I don't like that.
You don't like the Welsh, do you?
I'm not, honestly, not a massive fan.
No. I don't know any Welsh people.
I know too many, and I know 3.
That ain't a good start.
Yeah. Cool. Sorry, the Welsh.
Oh, no, shit.
Everyone has their own personal racism.
Smoke and
For
Sacrifice.
me, it's any other person.
Is my next addition to the list.
Why are you flipping that over?
Because I'm looking at my notes. You don't agree?
Out of our top 10 games to be there, no.
I really liked it.
I thought it was really good, but I don't think it's like the top 10 games we played at the place that you're going to come away and everyone should play. I thought it was really good. And I'm just saying, like, out of the 200 and something games on show, I think it was really good, but I don't think it's a top 10.
Okay. All right.
I'm not saying my next one will be either.
I can't. I'm just saying input, so I don't really know what you mean. I don't know what to say. So what have we got so far?
How many more of these do we get to do?
Because I need to pee, and I don't want to break off the podcast and wait till the end.
How many more of these do we get to do?
That's how dedicated I am.
To find.
I'll hold in my urine.
4 more to find. But there are so many games I want to talk about.
No.
Okay, I'm going to put one that I know won't make it on.
Go for it.
And then I'm going to put one on next time round. Will make it on. And the only reason I know this one won't make it on...
Turn-based?
is because of the skill cap. This is a game that you are going to have to be fucking skilled at to do, but is...
Do you want to go talk it now, mate?
So good. Yeah, you won't need to talk. No, this is one we played. This is Elevate Combat League.
Yeah.
This is a top...
Oh, absolutely not.
...notch first-person sports game shooter.
It's
and I put it that way.
Skill.
You
need to hone
Is
your
it mouse and
talents
keyboard?
Yeah, it's mouse and keyboard.
Dominate.
And
absolutely.
You have to adapt. You have multiple ways of moving across the map, so you can actually
switch between.
You switch between, so you can increase or decrease the height.
The platforms is like
the platforms as you move around. You've got a jetpack that boosts you.
Yeah,
you've got a hook that moves around. So it's all about how you move. You know, like any good shooter, it's about map knowledge. And it's about movement. It's not really about aim. Aim comes in later. If you have map knowledge and you're really good at moving, you're going to win. And the skill involved in this is insane. and these guys were in basic alpha, and I talked to the lady there, and she was like, "Oh yeah, we like to think it as like a relaxing." What was the word? She
said something casual, maybe.
It was casual.
Yeah.
And playing this, I was like, this is not a casual game.
Aneurysm playing that game.
This is a high skill game, and when
you have to score points with this ball, yeah?
Yeah.
And I didn't see the ball for
No.
the entire game until eventually I was holding it. I was like, huh? What am I doing with the ball? And then
the whole
killed
map is being
immediately.
moved and how you're jumping around it is brilliant, and it is an e-sport. This is going to be top professional e-sport. If you want to know who's actually really shit hot at a game, this is Elevation Combat League.
And this is going to be
Elevate.
That's what we tried to
Elevate.
play. Good demo.
Elevate Combat League.
Seriously, going to be so good to watch, like pros play that game.
Because they are going to be so good at moving the ball around. They're going to be good at just
moving around the map. It's going to.
But it's not going on the list.
I didn't think it would go on the list because I knew that Tom really struggled with it.
You guys have got me excited to play it, and I know I'm going to suck. Has it got controller support?
I was awful at it. I was not good at it.
Has it got controller support?
I don't know. I didn't ask that because I was too busy looking and asking about what they were doing with it, how they were going to do the sports and bits like that. It was one of those games where I was rubbish, but I wanted to be good. It felt like going back and playing Black Ops, and what Black Ops did for me as a sort of hardcore FPS shooter fan.
As an addict.
I mean, I played for 36 hours straight on Black Ops.
Yeah.
Like literally 36 hours straight. I had a piss bucket. That's how mental it went at that point. Yeah, I was in the garage at the time, so I was smoking and
still
just
minging.
Yeah, proper minging. But I was hardcore. It was double XP weekend, and I wanted to nail it. And it was one of the first weekends, and I wanted to get top prestige. So 5th, fucking pussies, right? So you're going all the way to 10th in the first bit, and I wanted to do that in a weekend.
Master.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
Prestige once was like, I've got to start from the bottom again. Nah.
Yeah, I did them all.
That's a gameplay loop.
And
why do you like it?
Yeah, that's surely the ultimate gameplay.
Because you unlock everything and then it locks it all again.
No, it doesn't, because you get a special bonus one that unlocks one and you can keep that going. But anyway, this was a game that I was like, oh my god, I could become obsessive with this. And I think it has the esports.
I think that's why those will like it, because I think that drive to constantly want to get better at it, in the same way you like fighting games. I think that's why you like it.
You know, like building the towers in Fortnite and thinking about how you're going to attack a base and how you're going to move the environment to make it was like that, and I was like, okay.
Except it's
far
not
more detailed.
going on the list. It sounds to me now I want to play this game.
This is a game I personally would put on the list. I don't know if this is something us as a group, and that's what this list is about. This is a list that all of us are making. And that's where I'm going from this.
It sounds like if I played it, I'd have probably put it on there as well.
I feel like generally I can look past me not being good at a game to see whether a game is actually good or not.
Well, as I said, I was a shit
game. So you look past every game.
But yeah, I think it could go on the list.
Yeah,
I'm not against it being on the
list. Okay, go for it then. Elevate. So that's Elevate Combat League from Atomicon.
I think it's one to watch. I could go big.
Is it
early
access or anything?
Oh, that's what yeah.
I don't think so at the moment. They were still just because the people who are making it actually go and work for other companies.
Okay.
And then this is something that and they're obviously really shit hot because this was their basic alpha, and my god, I haven't played a shooter that smooth in ages.
Cool.
It was like
that good.
Fuck
Tom,
me, this is moving.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think just in the interest of putting more things on the list, Windlands 2 I think should be on the list. Do you agree? Okay. You played it.
I will say yes, purely because I've had the fortunate position of playing quite a lot of VR games over the last 2 years of shows. And most of the time they go, oh, it does this, we've done VR for this immersive experience, there's this, and I put it on and I go, wow, okay, this is just another game in VR. This was actually like, stomach was going and I was like, I'm gonna fall.
I literally was like, I was like seized up when I was playing it.
It was so, and the kid in front of us was like literally, the kid in front of us was like almost 180 degrees around.
Yeah, but we watched it. He was like turning in his chair, and they were trying to turn him back.
I was there for that.
Were you there? Yeah.
I was there for that, and
really
the
funny.
person was like, and because the woman walked away, and one of the guys running it for that team said, "You need to turn around the other way," and she's like, "I don't know how much I can actually touch the kid before it gets
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
And that his parents might get upset.
Exactly.
Because she was literally having to grab him.
Because he was fighting
twisting
it.
him around. He was like,
fighting
no,
it.
I want to see
Because he was
this
so
one.
immersed in it. He didn't want to be like moved away from what he was
Yeah.
looking at.
Yeah.
No, so I agree in terms. So it's not visually, it's not the most impressive game.
Oh no.
It's not.
But I think
I don't think
you
it.
don't need it to be.
No,
No, you're
I-
moving through it so quickly.
I'm interested to see because we only saw the one boss.
Yes.
You
and I assume
literally
I
rocked
saw
up
him.
as he went down.
Yeah.
And the combat was actually so when you actually got it down, so you traverse up and then got your rocket, got
the
an arrow
old
out,
arrow, yeah.
shot while you were falling down. I was like, fucking hell!
I did that once. I missed completely.
This
But I
is
felt really
so cool.
I was like zipped up and I was like,
Fucking Hawkeye doing it again.
yeah.
All I'm going to say is because
I just saw that woman trying to move the kid around, and that was hilarious.
Because all you
enough.
get is you get so many people going on about VR, and VR is incredible.
Yeah.
But I've never, apart from Resident Evil, I've not really had a very VR experience where I've been like, this game suits VR. This game
Yeah.
is VR. That I was like, okay. And your preview where you say like it's the ultimate Spider-Man experience, it literally is.
Absolutely
Swinging
is, yeah.
through, my stomach was like, I don't want to fall, I don't want to fall, I don't want to fall. I know I'm sat down.
Yeah.
My feet are on the floor. I can. That game. Do not play that game standing up. I think if you play that game standing up, you'll
I
fall
think
flat
I
on your
really want
ass.
to play. Because there was a bit where I was sitting on the chair and I don't know what I did. I think it's because I swung up, but then I didn't get the one ahead of me, and I was falling. And I looked up to try and get one right above me, and I was like, ooh, and I almost went straight off my chair. I was like, get back on it. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I really would like to sit and play that for a while, like to really get good at the swinging. Because I think if you get good at it, then it would just feel really fucking good.
Big swinger.
Swinging is always good.
That's why you wear boxers. Okay, Lewis.
All right, I'm going to mention a game, and I'm going to.
You mentioned a game. Interesting.
I don't know if this is cheating. I didn't play the demo because I've played the demo.
Right, and this
You did play the demo.
I played it.
And I still think this is. If I was to be talking about on the show floor games you can play that blew people away, and I'll be interested. I'm not actually spoke to what you thought about this, and that was Forgotten Anne.
Oh,
I was going to mention that actually. Yeah, put it on the list.
Like I've played it, and first thing I said to the woman was, "Is this same demo as EGX?" And she's like, "Yes, it is, purely because it comes out in a month's time, and we want to keep spoilers right down."
Which is great, I think.
So I was like, "Okay, fair enough. I don't need to play this game anymore. I've played it. You played it.
I played it and I fucking love it.
Yeah,
I really want to.
If we're talking about games at the show, like, I think it's just incredible.
What, Dan? What? Don't you like things? What a surprise! Forgotten Anne is great.
The Forgotten Anne is great.
Yeah.
I am not arguing against Forgotten Anne at all. I want to make that clear right now. Forgotten Anne is great, and oh my god, you should buy it and all of that shit.
15th of May.
But I played it at EGX.
I did as well,
I
but Tom didn't.
Yeah, but then again, there are so many games you haven't
And we
played.
didn't.
You can't,
And we
can't
didn't
do it like that.
But we didn't do a video of top 10 games from EGX.
Well, yeah, but
Put
this
it
is
on the
Rezzed.
list.
This is Rezzed.
And it's
It's an indie game.
It's Rezzed. It's an indie game, but there are so many
It
games
is one of
that
my
were like, this
favourite
is my
games of the
first time.
show.
Yeah.
Definitely don't put it on there then,
Why?
because it's one of your favourite games of the show.
This what this list is.
No. This is a way of abusing you emotionally and psychologically.
That's what the
I
podcast
think-
is. What the list
So I'm
is.
going to be honest with you, I didn't play the demo because it was a demo I played.
Yeah, but you didn't need to, so
No.
you already know it's really good.
It's
Yeah.
really, really
But we're
good.
talking about
There's
games
nothing
at the
bad
show. The
about
10
it.
best games at the show. I think that was one of them.
Potentially perfect game.
Yeah.
But then I think
I
you're
really
going to
wanna
be... yeah.
What?
I think this is one of the 10 best games at EGX.
Rest.
I think it's one of the 10, I think it's one of the 10
I think
best
you
games to
come
release
out there
this year. I
and
reckon it will be.
EGX, and you're like, great, but if because we've only got fucking 10 spaces, and I
What
could
do you
jizz
want
over
on there?
We jizzed over this at EGX.
I'm writing it down for now unless we
I
take it
didn't. I
out.
didn't even see it. EGX.
Well,
I don't know
that's
where it
your
was.
fault
So-
for
I
not
couldn't
going
find
round
the Square
properly.
It's
Enix thing.
in.
Right next to the
I
indie
know, but I
section.
couldn't find it. I
It's-
looked for it.
It's in until we find another game that takes it out.
Oh.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, okay.
It can be bumped out.
It's in a temporary... It's not going anywhere. It's in a temporary place of the fact that we already know it's fucking good.
Yeah.
That would be...
That's
That
what
would,
the list's about then. It's
These
about
are
games that are good.
the headline for this video is going to be 10 best games from EGX Rezzed. It's one of the 10
but
best
it's
games.
not from
Number
EGX
one.
Rezzed. It's from EGX.
But it was there.
It may have been there, but so was
They didn't
fucking...
make it EGX.
Like,
It was just there as well.
Was it EGX?
So take it off. Take it off then.
No!
Take it off.
Flashing lights, I played that at EGX.
Not this build.
I-
And whereas Forgotten Hand, it was the same build as EGX. I am making the best excuses. I have got this fucking
Stop arguing
nailed.
well.
Those who want to Forgotten Hand, you've probably seen the trailer what we've been arguing on there.
It's amazing.
It's a brilliant game.
It's so good.
I love the fact
incredible,
that we really enjoyed this game, yet I'm still here arguing about not putting it on the
We're
top
also
10.
equally like on the same level of opinion about the game. But we're still arguing.
We're still
anyway.
arguing.
And it's
Best
coming
thing
out
ever.
15th of May for PS4, Xbox One, and
Cannot
PC.
wait. I
£20
cannot wait.
for the collector's edition, which I think comes with a soundtrack.
I love the fact that that's the price of the collector's edition.
Do you know what sucked about playing it? Though?
Go on.
The headphones they were using were fucking.
Oh,
dog shit.
yeah.
They were
And
so
the sound
bad.
that's good.
What?
Sound like
The-
that's good.
But then
Yeah,
again,
exactly. I could tell I was missing out on really good stuff.
I'm going to add a little bitch about EGX Rezzed.
Yeah.
Was that the tables they were using to use the mouse on was no fucking good at all.
No
Every
good.
fucking
No
game
good.
I played, it was like you move the mouse, it would jagger away across.
I would
and
say
you're like, for fuck's
get
sake.
those big mouse mats, but you don't have any Gokus, so don't do that.
Yeah. Do Res supply all the hardware?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those headphones were fucking dog shit.
The headphones were shit.
Some of them were good. Some of
The tables they were using were
What if it was-
fucking crap.
Someone had some
and
nice
the
Bose
chairs
ones that
as
were
well.
lovely.
I saw this guy sit on the chair, and I saw the bottom buckle as he sat on it, and it was like.
You mean
And I'm a big fella.
the bizarre
So-
schools that they have?
Yeah.
That I think they took from EGX.
Yes. Yeah.
They were awful.
Go on, Emma.
It's you, mate.
I said
Oh no,
Forgotten.
Forgotten Hand. Okay, I'm going to talk about
Not the
unforeseen
last game.
incident.
I'm
It's
writing
not
this
the
in
last
anyway.
game.
I'm writing it in.
not the
Another
last
one
game.
that I didn't get to play.
It's
number
not the
10,
last
so
game.
it's the last
No,
one
no,
I'm saying, so-
Forgotten Hand. We're
So
still
it's not-
arguing about. We have other
No,
games to talk
no,
about.
That was settled. That was settled.
No, it's not.
Settled out
It
of
was
court.
not settled.
Yeah.
It was not settled. We all agreed it was a great game, but we're not settled that it's on the
Look,
games
it's
of
on my side,
EGX
aren't you?
Rezzed.
Just sign that.
What the fuck is that?
I couldn't work out. I couldn't remember how you
Couldn't
spell it.
remember how to spell incident.
fucking
Is that
spoil it.
why? Yeah, no, that's not how you spell it.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
I'm dyslexic.
I'm tired.
And I
I
know
had
that's how you
two,
do
I
it.
had 2.5 hours sleep last
It's
night, so I
fine,
was
it's
playing
fine.
Injustice. So, oh, you can write it like that.
Oh,
So,
right.
Forgotten Incident is a point-and-click adventure.
What's
in-
Forgotten Instant?
Unforeseen
know, I
Incident.
forgot.
That's when
Oh,
Forgotten
is
Hand.
it Forgotten
That's the
Hand?
crossover.
Oh,
They're actually in the same world.
and that's why
the
they're
sequel
both.
is Forgotten Instant.
Hey,
It
why
could
don't
be.
we let them share the 9 spot?
It doesn't work.
It does.
Because this game deserves a spot on its own.
This is not a game. This is more important than a game. This is
That
life.
is the most pretentious thing you've ever said.
I've said many more pretentious
I don't
things.
know.
You've never seen me chat up a woman before.
I don't know if I ever want to see that.
That's hideous.
Yeah.
It's hideous. Fucking
but
horrible.
no, I completely agree. I'm
Unforeseen
seeing instance
incident.
on there, and you talk about it first, and I'll.
Yeah. So it's a
Jump in,
point-and-click
hasn't it?
adventure.
And
That was the ass and the one.
It was. And it's from shit. Where have my notes gone?
Arc.
Other side. The
Arch-
application system
Archspielen.
Heidelberg,
Yeah.
who also did
You
Ghost
just said
Control.
different
The application systems Heidelberg
Heidelberg.
is what it's really is about. It's from Ghost Control, and they're also the ones who did Nelly Cootalot and all of that lot. But this is. The story's great, the artwork's great, the
The
humour.
story's simple, which is what makes it great. There's an outbreak of, or there's a not an outbreak. There's a
The
plague.
initial story's simple.
Yeah,
What's,
yeah.
yeah.
But that's
the-
what, because there's nothing worse when you demo a game and you
Yeah.
go in and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And you spend half hour of the demo trying to work out the story when you ignoring the
Yeah.
mechanics because you're like, I don't get any of this. Like, and then sometimes they leave a fucking A4 sheet on the thing and they're like, this is the law.
Read this.
Fuck off. Put it in an email in game and I'll read it.
No real world reading for those.
But no, yeah, it's simple, but that's what makes it tangible.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry.
And then they enter you into a world, don't they? The first bit is very much about Plague, and and when I first started playing it, honestly, I was like, oh god, I'm gonna hit Genericsville, and then you find a dead body, and they tell you to meet a press person who's going to give you some information,
Okay.
and then all of a sudden, it's no longer just about oh, there are zombies. You're involved in this whole sort of
This weird corporate company who
Media
if they know
Yeah.
if they know of anyone who's got this illness, they just turn up and take them away.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
And
But what I said,
Actually, quite like the sound of
the
it.
puzzles are so. It's not a
the
spoiler
ones,
because
the
the
ones in
puzzle.
the thing were quite
So
simple.
the puzzle is like
I think this is
10
early
minutes
game
in.
anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 minutes in. I was stuck for a little bit, and I was like, okay, what do? I need to do something. I can't. I've tried everything else now. And then I looked at the paper again, and there was like a number, and I saw a phone. So I was like, oh, I called it. So then I called the paper.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that gave me something else to go on. And what I was actually trying to do in the demo, the guy came over and he said, look, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to finish the game. There's actually something you need to do before that. You're thinking ahead of yourself. And I was like, oh, okay. But the puzzles are logical. As soon as you work it out, you're like, what would I do in this situation? And when you do that and take a step away from it, you're like, okay, now I know the answer. It's not like we said before.
The issue with the demo was
put this up the frog's ass, wave it around your head 10 times,
yeah.
and teleport it to a whole new world.
The issue with the demo was the fact that it was a demo, and because you couldn't then take the puzzles further that they were offering you.
Oh yeah.
You ended up at stop point, and you were like, oh, but I want that next bit.
When it finished, I was like,
this.
well, it didn't even finish because you couldn't get past the part.
Yeah.
Because they deliberately did not put something in the game, so you can't do that next bit.
Okay.
And I was like, and he was like, you actually done the demo. You can't go any further. I was like, I want to go further. Just let me keep playing. Because I've not played a point-and-click adventure that I've enjoyed since Monkey Island 3, which is a long time back.
That's a long time ago.
So I did play the remaster of Dead Tentacle, so that kind of counts. But
no, it's a remaster, and Dead Tentacle is a classic. But
yeah,
you've played it. That's a classic. What the fuck do I do here?
Is that is that LucasArts game?
Yeah.
So unforeseen incident from application system Heidelberg.
Situation, is it?
Yes.
When's it out?
It's even signed. I don't actually know.
I don't know.
So not any kind of.
I don't think so.
There probably was, but I don't remember.
No. You got anything else?
Let's keep going round. Let's keep going round.
You got anything else you want to talk about?
We do our job really well.
I want to talk about Do Like a Fae, and I want to talk about Epica.
I knew you want to talk about Do Like and Fae. Okay,
I want you to talk about it first.
let's cover Do Like and Fae quickly, and then you can talk about Epica, because this will cover mine and my conversation as well. And then you talk about Epica.
Okay.
So if you want to just explain what.
So Do Like and Fae is it was a Kickstarter
destroy
project very recently, and I will say, because I'm not trying to
I
completely.
remember the trailer.
I'm not trying to completely
Very
defend the
recently.
game. It is a very early build. And the release.
I think
is,
you definitely should say it's a
the
very
release is probably well over a year away still. It's a point-and-click adventure game. It's set in 1800s London around the. We didn't actually get to play what sounds really interesting around the Whitechapel murders.
Yeah, the trailer they played after the demo was fucking good.
So that looks good. So we did only play the first 20 minutes of the game, and I'll go with what you say. You don't do much, actually, but it done enough to make me.
I'll get into this in a second.
So I got really into the characters. Actually, I wanted to know why Faye, who's Faye, why they're in a dog.
Yeah.
Dulac looked like a classic, pretentious
Very much so, yeah.
Englishman.
And he acted that way.
Was he Englishman? He was an Englishman, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, because he's Lancelot.
The only bit of gameplay you get is, I actually quite like, I kept thinking I was playing Constantine when they're like, get the mirror, and I was like, fucking hell, I am John Constantine now.
Put bucket of water on my feet, let's do this.
That is it, yeah. Like, I was like, and it was very simple, the gameplay at the end, and we didn't solve any puzzles, we didn't do anything, but I've played so many games that are
where you do stuff, and it's interesting that I wanted a game where I didn't
I've played
do
so many
anything.
games that are
when you say this, I'm going to cut you off.
visual novels that I've enjoyed, and the fact that I know where this is going and the potential it has with the story it gave me, I'm happy.
Okay. Go, Tom.
Why is Merlin a dick? That's my biggest question.
That is a big question. That's what it ends on.
But there's so many more.
Yeah.
Let me just walk you through the whole demo really quick. Right, this is what happens. You start off, you're in a house. It's Dulac and Faye in a house, and then you're Faye to begin with, the dog. You talk to Dulac. So I went to talk to him. I was like, okay, here we go. Let's get talking. Don't choose any dialogue options.
No, you don't choose any dialogue.
It just talks to you the whole time. And I was like, oh, okay. And then so I'm just clicking as a dialogue goes through. I'm like, okay, dialogue, click, dialogue, click, dialogue, click. I was like, okay, whatever. And then it's like, we'll go outside since that happened outside. So you click over at the body and then walk over to the body.
I was going to ask about what your opinion on something on it. So, what did you? I liked the visuals, how they were 2D hand painted backgrounds with 3D assets.
Yeah,
I liked that.
I like the character models as well. I think they're good.
I didn't.
What do you like?
I like many things.
We definitely like the loves, hates about anything.
yeah.
But yes, then you go outside and there's a dead body, and he's like, "Oh, he's dead," and you're like, "Oh, we'll have a look." and you have a look and you click on all the body parts. It's like, this has happened, this has happened, this has happened, this has happened. I was like, okay, and it's like, oh, we should go over there, and I was like, okay, so I clicked over there, and it's like another dead body, which was glitched.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, look, this is the same. They died the same way. Better go in this church, and it's like, okay, I'll go in the church, and it's like, oh, go over there. It's like, okay, I went over there, and it was like, okay, combat, and it was just like a sliding bar.
And you had to hit it in the
and
middle.
You just hit it in the middle, and it was like, you went like that, and I was like,
Which, as we've already established, is more gameplay than the first 20 minutes of Uncharted.
no, it isn't.
No, it's
Because
not.
it opens with a cutscene and you walk through a forest. We've already established this. When you were in the toilet, we said, actually, it's more gameplay than the start of Uncharted. Because you just walk through a
The
forest.
start of
for the first
Uncharted,
time.
the first thing you do on Uncharted is you have you fight pirates on a
Oh,
boat.
that's in the first
Yeah.
What are you
it's the
talking about?
No, hang
one.
on.
Third one?
No, the new Uncharted, you fight
Uncharted
pirates in the
4.
boat.
No, it's the
Uncharted
first one.
1, you
Uncharted 1, you
fight
fight pirates.
You're with Elena.
Oh, yeah.
Uncharted 4.
The brand new one is the diving thingy.
Yes.
That's how you first see Drake. It's not how the game opens.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's the kids.
Anyway.
It's kids.
Anyway.
But yeah, and then you do that, and it's literally like click, and then the thing sweeps at you, and the guy goes and then it goes back
loops
up,
the animation.
and it pretty much loops
Yeah.
that, and then it
And
ends,
like,
and then it plays a really.
There's
good trailer.
no denying the gameplay
Yes.
is minimal.
But
But the game
I
is
think-
billed as a visual novel point and click.
Yes, but
adventure.
Whoa,
I've-
hang on. This is sorry, Tom.
No, go on,
sorry.
go on.
This is from the fellow who just stated recently that I've got to judge it on from the demo in front of me. The demo in front of him was a piece of shit.
It was crap. You didn't do
fine.
anything.
It wasn't. You didn't do
The
it.
writing
I
was
watched
good.
there. The writing wasn't good.
It
Mine
made me-
was okay.
It made. I was interested in what happened next.
So was I because
there
of the
you go,
trailer.
that's the
because
demo.
of the trailer.
That's
the
the demo.
trailer.
When I
No,
played-
it's not. The demo has nothing to do
when I
with it.
came off of it, all I thought was this shouldn't have been at EGX.
No.
They should have waited until they had more of a game to show this. Because that's
Yeah, but
seriously left a
You,
sour
you know
taste
why they're
in
there,
my
don't you? You know why they're there because they're
Desperately
trying
to pimp out a game that doesn't have the
No,
content.
they're
and
trying to
shit.
find a publisher. They need a publisher to bring it to console.
Right. If
And
I was
it's
a
like-
publisher, so
I
I'd be like,
wouldn't.
that shit.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm really sorry.
And
mate.
I think the game's probably going to be better than that because you say it's a very early build, and I hope it's better than that. But what I played was very disappointing because I loved the trailer when it came out.
Oh, like I said, I enjoyed my time with it. But then again, like I liked playing
Nothing
Doki
to enjoy there.
Doki Literature Club, which you don't
Everyone enjoyed
have.
that.
But
Yeah.
that had no gameplay.
Yes, it
That
well-
chose dialogue options was the most you done.
but this is supposed to be a point and click. This
Yeah.
isn't supposed to be a dating sim.
Yeah.
No,
I
But no.
played point and click.
but no, but
I mean, I've just finished playing Broken Age,
Yes.
and that is a fucking point and click.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
excellent. And
by probably the king of point and click adventures.
well, yeah. To be fair,
Yeah.
it is it's Double Fine. So what are you going to expect?
That was Tim
It's not-
Schafer through and through.
That's not the king of point and click adventures, but okay.
Well, he's one of them.
Lucas Arts is the king.
Yeah,
of
and
point
he
and
was he was
That's
half
the old
of
king,
their
the dead king.
Tim Schafer was half
Yeah.
of their tentacle, which was LucasArts. So he's one of the kings of point and clicks.
But
Yeah,
the point
okay.
is, like in the first
creme de
10
la tree.
first 10-20 minutes of Broken Age, I was like, I'm fucking in.
Yeah.
And if this is going to stay the first 10-20 minutes of Dulac and Faye, I'm not going to play it
Yeah.
because that turned me off immediately. And I'm really sorry to Des, but
I
should have brought it to
knew-
EGX.
I
Should have
enjoyed
brought
it.
to EGX.
I enjoyed it, and Twitter on general we were quite up with it. They quite liked it.
Yep, so let's
It's
follow
all-
the herd, because that's what we're about here at
no,
Indie-Credible.
it's just
If
all
you're a
for-
herd, we will follow
Just
you.
saying.
Loot boxes. Loot boxes, herd following. Welcome to Indie-Credible. We have no opinions unless
Yeah.
you tell us it.
So I tell you
Nah,
what,
we ain't got all
Dulac
be
and
fast.
Faye,
Hell,
Dulac and Faye
man.
absolutely does not deserve to be on the list.
Oh, no, I don't think. No, I'm not saying. I'm not once arguing
Like,
for it to be on
I
the
know,
list.
I'm just
No,
saying,
no.
but from my point
No,
of view,
yeah.
I'm just saying I don't. When a game, if I went there and they said this is a point and click adventure game, I'd have been like, that was boring. The fact they went, this is a point and click visual novel, I was like, okay.
What does that mean though?
You read a book, but it's in front of you on the
So
screen.
it's like
No, that's a
webcomic.
visual novel.
Yeah, and that's what this is, a point
No,
and click
it's
visual
not.
novel.
No, it's not.
Because you pointed and you clicked and he read to you like a story.
So I'm rereading. I told you about Homestuck webcomic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That literally has games in it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
but I'm saying
this
that
webcomic
is-
is more of a
If
game.
you go down to the bare bones, what's
more
a
of
visual
game
novel?
than Dulac and
What's a
Faye.
visual novel? Dulac and Faye is a visual novel what we played.
I'm not.
You pointed, you clicked, they moved, you read, visual novel.
I would rather not point and click because I feel like the effort is wasted.
See, Steingate is a visual novel. Dulac and Faye is a failed attempt game.
This is very early, and I think it's very harsh to judge people on such an early
Say, I'm not saying the
You're
whole
playing
game's
the
terrible.
demo. It's your rules, mate. Your rules is it's the demo in front of me. That's what I'm taking
we
it by.
we know by now.
But
He
also-
makes rules and then throws
But
them
the
out
idea
the
of a
window straight away.
preview, an idea of a preview is to see the potential, not the current state.
And then I
Then
didn't
why
see any
did you
potential
slate
there.
the other bits?
I've slated it.
games because of the demo in front of you.
I've slated saying that it's got no gameplay. That is a bad thing. But I did
Awful
enjoy.
thing.
No, but I'm saying, did I enjoy it? Yes.
How is my opinion.
Well, I
How
don't
did you
know.
enjoy it?
I enjoy weird things, but I enjoyed it. I'm just saying.
That's true.
What's the idea of a demo to get you to want to play more of the game? Did I want to play more of the game at the end of it? Yes. That's it. You've just said yourself, I wanted to play more at the end of it.
No, I did. When I played the demo, I didn't play any more at all.
Yeah.
When I saw the trailer, I was like, "That was a really good trailer."
Okay, granted, but even before the trailer played, I wanted to carry on playing it. I didn't want a demo to end when it ended. And that's for me, the joy of the demo. There's probably another game that you played that I'd be like, that's crap. And you're probably like, actually, I really like that.
Maybe.
That's the idea of gaming. There's a game out there for everyone.
And this is a game for idiots.
Possibly. But
So what's your one then?
we'll see.
That was do you like
He-
the
that
play
was
your-
our-
what
our
It was sort of a
Oh,
joint
it's a
one.
joint.
My
yeah, because now you want to talk
joint
about
one.
Epic.
I'd like to mention Epica, yeah, because I really like
Pat a
Epica.
dog. Pat a dog.
Yeah, there you go.
See, my problem is,
Yeah,
right,
go
I
on.
didn't get to
Yeah.
play this game.
Yeah.
I didn't play this game. And I don't know if you actually played the game.
Do you mean-
Because
I was playing
you
the dog the whole
came,
time?
you came to me and went, Dad, I've just played this game and I've spent the whole thing patting the
Well,
dog.
there-
And
there-
there was a point I was supposed to look up at the ceiling. And I looked at the ceiling, but my left hand went down and I was busy giving the dog a pat.
Pretty much.
So to be honest, I don't know if the
No,
game was any good.
There was
or
puzzles.
You just enjoyed
There was
patting
puzzles.
the
There was
dog.
great environments.
Is the dog
And,
used on the puzzles? You have to use the dog to solve
Yeah,
puzzles?
because you tell the dog where to go, and it needs to like.
Does it listen
what I
to
saw
you,
basically
or is it a
stuff with
Trico thing from Last Guardian?
Oh,
Where it
yeah,
sometimes goes, no.
No, absolutely. You literally point where you want to go,
And
you
it
be
goes
like,
there.
"Ah," and then he's like,
Which is why he spent the whole time just putting it by my side and a little
literally.
pat.
Whenever I didn't need to have him stand somewhere, I was like, "Stand here, mate," and then I was like, giving him little scratches.
And he
I was like,
and he
"Who's a
looks up
good
at you.
boy?" Yeah, he looks up at you, and you're like, "Who's a good little boy?"
I don't know how much of the game you saw.
I played the whole demo, I swear.
The dog.
But the dog was there the whole time, so it was a really annoying bit towards the end because
Where the dog wasn't there?
the dog's there, but he was very involved with the scary stuff going around, so
Oh.
I couldn't tell him to come and stand by me so I could give him a scratch. They said they are going to implement actual stroking him into
Dogs.
the game
Yeah.
because that was
Special edition comes with a dog.
Real
no,
dog.
I'd be well angry. The whole game comes with a dog. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's no actual petting built into the game yet, but obviously if you hold the triggers on the Oculus Rift, your hand
Does
clenches.
that, yeah.
So basically, it looked like I was giving him scratches, and that was good enough for me. But it's an adventure game. It's a family adventure
It was
game.
Vive,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Not Rift.
No, it was like I was playing Rift.
Because they had the room set up with the.
It was
cameras.
Vive,
I'm sure
wasn't
it
it?
was Oculus. I'm sure I
No,
asked.
they
I'm
had the
sure I
room
asked.
set up with the
With
cameras.
the cameras on the
Because
side.
that's why I had the boxed out one, because it's
Yeah.
Vive. You can't.
Oh no, it's Vive and Oculus. They had both.
Yeah, but you were
Right.
playing on Vive.
You were playing on Vive,
Did
though.
I? Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the Vive has the room mapping.
Yeah, which meant you could
Do they
walk
not
around a
both
bit.
have that?
No.
What does Oculus do then?
Oculus is to sit down and move one. Vive, you can walk around and
Yeah.
it reads your
Okay,
area.
interesting. Well, it's coming to Oculus and Vive. I did actually just in autumn. I think it just said there.
Auto buggy.
Yeah, coming autumn.
Autumn.
Yeah, to Oculus and to Vive.
That is the most I've learnt about this game, though.
I did
That's
actually write
literally
notes.
all I heard
I wrote-
from
I've
him
written
in
notes.
Rezzed was, I got to pat a dog,
Yeah.
and there was a dog
And at one point,
next to
I went for a big door and it was like, wow. And then I
and
patted
then
the dog.
patted the
Do you want to
dog.
hear what my notes are?
There's a dog.
It says
Go on.
Epica, Vive and Oculus coming autumn, looking at PSVR. Dog is great. Family friendly adventure.
Dog
2
is-
hours.
That's good
those
VR
are my
time, I
notes.
reckon.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
a good time. But yeah, I think I would like to go on this adventure with my dog.
With your dog.
The guys there were really nice. They seemed quite amused by my passion for the dog. I don't think they cared as much about the dog
I
as I
gotta
did.
say, I loved that bit.
Yeah.
I did.
But yeah, no, it's I really enjoyed
For
it.
you dog lovers out there, this is the game for you.
You get a dog.
You get a
I
dog.
do get a dog.
You don't have to take it for
out there
walks.
know there is a shortage in dogs in games that you can interact with, and a dog in VR is the ultimate game dog
Yeah.
because he's there with
Yeah.
you the whole
And you give
time.
him a little scratch.
Give him a little scratch on the head, behind the ear. I gave him a scratch behind the ear and everything. I was like stroking him. What a good boy he was as well.
All right, Dan, do you want to wrap us up?
Right.
Go on, one more game.
So I'm going
Beat
to
that.
list some other games before I
Okay.
get there.
Are you just going to pass through him?
Just purely, and I'm going to leave the one that I think should probably replace Forgotten Am,
Shut up.
but only because Forgotten Hand's great, but because this is EGX Rezzed.
Okay.
Which it was there at EGX.
So, some games that I want to just mention is Winter Hall.
Yeah, I know.
I really want to play that.
Brilliant game about moving between ghosts and the Black Death on the south coast. Love that game. And as everyone knows, I hate walking sims, and this would go in the bracket of walking sim.
Yeah.
This would, but it's so involved and so much is going on.
It has a run button.
And it has a run button. Well done. Well done, game dev.
I just remember the game.
Nippon Marathon.
Oh, that's
which
the game.
is a game that we all played with a weird fella.
He was great.
Weird fella, but it was so much fun. It was
Weirder than Tom.
weirder than all of us, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, he took weird to a new level.
Yeah, I got the impression he was there for.
It was so much
hours.
fun. It was like Takeshi's Castle.
He had rations to survive and everything.
And yeah, he did. Yeah, he brought out his
Offered
little
us some of his
snack pack.
rations.
But and it's a racing game where you've got to go through weird shit and just craziness happens.
It's ragdoll physics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was great.
it's good because I could give it to anyone. I could give it to the wives, couldn't we? And say,
Oh,
play
yeah,
this,
and
just
just
run and press this
I
button.
really wanted to just get drunk and play that.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
like it's a proper party game.
And talking about party games, another one which actually wasn't what I was expecting when I went there was Catastronauts, which I thought was a cat game. About cat astronauts.
Yes.
But it's not,
I
it's
remember.
just
It's
overcooked.
Your
in space.
spaceship goes wrong, doesn't it? And you've got to fix the
and you've got to
spaceship.
fix it. Really good fun,
Hell
multiplayer,
yeah.
just like
I
Overcooked
didn't
but
play
in
it, but I
space.
probably stood there and watched 10 minutes of people
I
playing
played
it.
the
and was
whole
like,
thing and we
wow,
nailed
this
it
is
out
fun.
in seconds because, of course, I played Overcooked and the guys were there like, wow, you actually know what you're doing. It's like, yeah, because this is Overcooked.
So I would have been
But
good
in
at it.
space.
Yeah, you'd have been great at this. Yeah.
Apart from the fact you're continuously throwing shit on the floor
Left
and
us.
then laughing at the fact we couldn't get it.
It's
Which
weird.
is how he plays Overcooked.
You playing it when you're sober is the same as me playing it when I'm absolutely fucked.
Yes.
So
yeah.
that shows you what kind of level.
Obviously, I
this
could
is on.
actually play it, but I just knew it.
Oh yeah, sure, mate. Oh no, I believe you. Though.
The Hatchling, I want to mention. Just
oh fuck yeah, of course.
because that was
yeah.
just you're a crocodile and you've got to kill people in a village
in Somerset, wasn't it?
in Somerset.
Yeah.
And what was even
I've
better
never
was
seen
the guy
Somerset.
was like, I've never been to Somerset. I don't even
Yeah,
know what it is.
he was like, none of us have been there.
I looked up pictures online, and
Yeah.
he's just got basically yokel inbred yokels on the game, and I was like, Somerset are gonna love this.
Yeah.
What a piece of advertising! But it's a brilliant stealth, kill 'em all
It looked like
crocodile
great fun.
monster game.
I intended to go back and play that, but I never got
Did you
round
not
to
get
it.
to play
Yeah,
it?
I never got round to
Yeah,
that.
really good.
What a
Really
shame.
enjoyed that one. But the game that I am going to put forward to go on this
Oh, Rat
bad
Spaces,
boy
mate.
of top 10 games.
Rat Spaces.
Huh?
Rat Spaces.
No, we're not. Is Spectrum Retreat. Spectrum Retreat, the puzzle side of the game is very basic.
Oh.
It's very, very
remember.
much like the game that is literally was on my tongue there and then I've forgotten it. Very
Just
Portal.
like that one.
It's just like Portal. It's very much, here are your puzzles. You're in a first person perspective. It uses colours to move through them. And when I played the demo, I went into that and I played for a bit and I was like, yeah, I've kind of played this before. I need more than this. And I basically said that to Dev because I'm really subtle, as everyone knows. You
Yeah.
know, I'm really good at holding my opinions
He's
to myself.
so good. So good.
And the dev went, look, let's start the game again and I'll show you something. And you could actually turn around and walk the other way. Instead of doing the puzzles, you could go into the hotel. And the hotel is basically The Shining. It's very Kubrickian. Sorry, a few beers in now. And during it, the game has a day and night cycle. So during the night, you escape from your room and you go and do these puzzles. And these puzzles will help you find the next level in the hotel so that you can escape, basically. But during the day, it's Groundhog Day, and you have to repeat your movements exactly past these robot people who freak
Who run
the
the hotel,
shit
yeah.
out of me, who run the hotel. And the hotel's like a living entity. So as they slowly learn that you're escaping your room, they'll change the layout or what's going on in the hotel
Yeah.
to make it harder for you to act the same way every day. Because by not doing the same things at the same time, the hotel is learning that you're
Up to
escaping
something,
at
yeah.
night and doing something. So you have to be very precise about what you're doing and how you do it and where you go.
That is really cool.
And the layout changes. So we ended up going to the main hall where I met one of the servants or the what do they call them? Not matrons. It is matron.
Yeah.
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 Who have blank faces and have a bow tie and a suit, and they creep you out because they have no eyes, but they stare at you as you walk around. Very much like the whole Weeping Angels thing and bits like that. It has that creepy element to it. And we ended up in the dining hall, and he was like, well, you're going to have to come here at the same time, otherwise, to make sure you have breakfast. But what was even better was that as you do more things around the place and learn what's happening in the hotel during the day, you'll have access to more things that happen during the day.
Okay.
So there's actually a ball that happens at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Which will open up new areas, and you can go there and
So
go
a little
to the
bit
ball.
like Sexy Brutale in that way.
Okay, yeah. So it's a lot like Sexy Brutale, in you're repeating the same days, and more things will open as you go along, and more of the world opens up to you. And it's that idea of during the day you're having to be so straight laced and open and all of that, and then at night escape. That just changed the whole game for me. It wasn't just this.
It wasn't generic.
Yeah, generic
done.
puzzle one. It became this whole world. I had to learn my daily routines, make sure they're alright to open up new bits, and interact with the matrons and bits like that are going around the place, to then be able to sneak back to my room so late at night I could go off. And he was talking about all the ideas he had about the fact that maybe during the dance you might be able to sneak out during it to open up something else and then come back. And it's learning that actually at that point in the song, or I could sneak off, do that, and then come back so that later in the night I can return. And you're like, holy shit, this game has so much to it, and so much depth and so much of a world around it that I love it.
This could be a
a seriously fucking fine
And
wine.
is there a release date?
At the moment, he's still looking for a
Window?
publisher.
Oh, okay,
He's
wow.
BAFTA sponsored.
Yeah.
So he's one of these games that BAFTA have turned around and gone, bloody hell, look at this.
Yeah.
This is amazing. So just looking for a publisher on that point, and so be able to take it further. But, oh my God. Yes.
Sounds awesome.
Does sound good.
And I think it should be on there.
Well, I decided
spaces,
it's going to be
unfortunately,
it's going to be a 10-ish.
So 11.
11. Is it? Hang on. So let's go through it. So we've got Flashing Lights.
Yes.
Has to
Yeah.
stay. Ooblets has to stay.
Oh, yeah.
Disco Elysium has to stay. Sinner, for me personally, doesn't have to stay because, of course, it's just a boss rush version of Bloodborne and thingy.
Very
I
good.
think it's really good though.
Phoenix Point has to stay for an...
Sure,
okay,
yeah.
go on, Tom. No, argue it. That's the point. That's how this is going to be our top 10.
It's just my personal preference, isn't it?
Well, all of this is our personal
Basically,
preference.
I know,
it's
but-
too hard for Tom.
I find it really hard, so I can't play it.
Yeah.
Okay. Lake Ridden is one that we all agree on.
Definitely stay
Yeah,
with
but
it.
again, it's too hard for Tom.
That's why we work together, my man. We work together.
Still took 3 of us.
Elevate Combat League should be... Yeah. Winlands I didn't get to play. I didn't have
I
time
think
to
it
get
should be
back
on the
to
list.
it.
I think it
Just-
put on there
just on
just
its-
for the fact that the VR emphasis. It's the first VR game I played where I was like, whoa.
It should
It
be,
actually
it
uses
should
it.
be in VR.
Okay.
Okay. Like, you need to play it in VR.
Forgotten Anne, I
Absolutely.
really like it, but it was there at EGX, so I feel like we've already spoken about it. This is our EGX
sign
game.
that
Yeah,
again.
can't take it off.
That doesn't mean anything, mate.
That is
That
in writing.
literally doesn't mean
That
anything.
holds up in court.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know, mate. Should do a blood seal on it.
That would hold up in
I think
court.
we just go our top 10 brackets ish
Ish.
games from EGX Rezzed.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck it. So let's add some others then.
And just say we just couldn't get it down to 10.
Can I just, not to add into our top 10 games of EGX Rezzed,
EGX, yeah.
EGX Rezzed, but just because these are our left field collection games, so these would be the ones that wouldn't
I'm going to be honest.
usually make it on there.
I was a little bit disappointed in Left Field this year.
Really?
Like, the Wobble Garden was good, and the peripherals were good. The actual games, pretty disappointed with. I mean, Double Kick Heroes was good, but I've played it, so I don't need to play that again.
So, well, just to put it in there,
Yeah.
games from the left field collection that should be worth looking out for, or, I mean, Wobble Garden is on there, but you won't be looking out for that because that ain't coming to anything other than if you
That's
ever see
what
it,
we
play
can
it.
make.
In Other Waters, from Jump Over the Age,
So
Yeah,
which is very
yeah.
good.
brilliant
But
game.
liked it.
I played that 3 months ago on Itch.
Yeah.
So, like I said, that is very good.
Broke it.
Yes, you did. Yeah, he
I
broke
broke
it.
so many games
Really?
over the weekend. yeah.
No,
Tala,
Inner Waters was very good.
From the Garden Well, which was this beautiful.
Is that
it was
real
a point-
photography?
Yes.
Yeah, mix of
I
real
love
photography
that,
and
yeah.
animation in a point-and-click adventure. Very
Very
simple but
cute.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Double Kick Heroes from Headbang Hub. That's
Stereo
just a
4,
great
yeah,
game unless someone
I've
fucks it
played
up with the
quite a
Taylor
lot
Swift
of it, yeah.
song on there, and Aero. I thought
I didn't
Aero
play
was
Aero.
a beautifully gentle flight game.
There was one game I did play that I really liked.
Go on.
I can't remember what it's called
Was
now.
it Yorkshire Gubbins? 'Cause
No,
that was quite enjoyable
that was-
as well.
I didn't really like
I
that.
didn't play that.
It was if you're English, I think you're going to enjoy it
Yeah,
as
I
a sort of
did-
ha.
Yeah,
That's
it was
funny on that,
alright, but I was like,
I wasn't
it's
all in
okay.
on the trailer, but
the one I was really disappointed by, while you think of your one,
You say above.
no, I've already put that one in there. Enjoyed that one. Was the art one that we played?
Sloppy Forgeries.
Sloppy
See, I didn't
Forgeries.
mind above, but it's got it's too hand-holdy.
I'm not sure what above is.
It's the flight one.
The
So you
flight
fly
mechanics-
around, you get your
Yeah.
plane, you fly, and then
I
you
didn't
land
get
on the
it. I
island.
didn't get it.
The flight mechanics were
did you
cool.
not?
I like the fact that it was quite challenging to actually manoeuvre the plane. I like the way you could
It was easy.
toggle a depth gauge. But I mean, when you're actually coming down, like, so landing on some of the islands,
Yeah.
they don't have a runway. The only way you pop that island on your map for good
Yeah.
is landing on it. Landing your plane's actually a
I
lot
didn't
more
play very
challenging.
long. I played it and I was like,
But
I'm a big fan of Porco Rosso,
but the fact
the
that
Studio Ghibli film.
the fact
So
that
you're
it,
going
I've
around
seen
as a
that.
red
I know what
thing,
you
and it
mean,
was
no.
very quite.
so the fact
lovely
that
spot between the
when you land
islands.
on an island, it keeps it on your map made me go, okay. And every time I walked past it and the same people were doing it, I was like, so it's not CG generated. It's not a huge map. I could probably find all the islands in an hour. And
You've
that
got to
made me go
remember,
a bit
this is
like,
this is left field. This is a single
Yeah.
dev doing it,
I get that. And there was one.
and it was
there
really nice.
What the one time that one monster jumped out at me, I was like, wow, that's awesome. Didn't see another monster.
See, I didn't see a monster when I played
I
it.
saw a monster.
That was
and I
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was only because I said to you,
Yeah.
go over there. But yeah, no, it was these two guys walking along, and it was like two different.
I know
vistas
what you
going on.
mean. It's like it's one guy, but it's like a different. You can
Yeah,
change
sorry,
point of
different
view
perspectives.
from
Yeah,
post-apocalypse to
Yeah.
normal everyday life, and you can.
and
like,
it's all
turn the
about a
camera
narrative.
around.
Like it's just
What was
basically
that one?
it's basically a
What's it
visual
called?
novel. The
Yeah,
gameplay
that is very
mechanic
much
is
so.
very
You just
limited.
walk.
It's just walking, but the story's given off
Story.
depending on
No
what
wonder I've forgotten it.
Yeah.
depending on what scene you're in.
Yeah, you can like flip the camera.
But you
around.
have to kind of piece together the story like a jigsaw
Yeah.
by flipping it at the right time to see exactly what's actually happened to his world.
Right.
I actually quite liked that.
Yeah, and then the other one was the
Sloppy Forgeries.
Sloppy Forgeries.
Which I think the concept's really good, but it was shit to play.
It was shit to play
because
yeah.
it's just the mouse like you
you
couldn't
couldn't
just do smooth lines or anything. I don't know what was up with that.
no.
But the concept's really fun.
Yeah, two people trying to make a forgery in a very short amount of time with
Of
a very
painting,
limited
yeah.
colour palette and just
Very
going
limited
for it.
tools, yeah. Do your best.
And it was like, you know what? Yeah, this is hilarious, but it was so horrible to control that it was like, yeah.
I was the overall winner about me and Dan.
Whoa! No, you weren't.
I won 2. You won 1.
No, I won 5.
We didn't do 5. Fuck
Yeah.
off, we did 5.
No, when you weren't there, I carried on playing.
That doesn't count. It's between us.
Yeah. Well, I cheated. That's the best way of
What
winning.
a surprise.
Are we
Okay, so let's
Happy
go
about
through the
11-ish.
11 indie games.
so
from
Flashing
Indie-Credible.
Lights,
Yes.
Hell
Ooblets.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Disco Elysium,
Yes.
Sinner, Sacrifice for Redemption,
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix Point,
Yes.
Whatever.
Lake Ridden,
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Elevate Combat League,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Windlands 2,
Yeah.
Forgotten Age.
Yeah, it's a great game. Should just be an EGX, but
Yep.
whatever.
Fuck off then.
Unforeseen Instance,
Yes.
and
That's what I say.
Spectrum Retreat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds really cool.
10ish.
Definitely.
It is, yeah.
10ish games.
10-ish.
Our top
10-ish
10,
games. Our top
11
10-ish games.
Yeah. Because 11's looks weird, isn't it? So top
what I
10ish. I think it's good.
We
11
can make a
looks
thing
weird.
of it. We can make it a thing so that all our things are 11.
Ish. We do 10-ish. Everything's 10-ish.
And one of them's going to be 100. I'm going to be 10ish games to look out for next year.
And it'll just be
It's
100
100.
games.
That's genius. You should do that. Yeah.
Right, do you want to do
It's
the
like an
ending?
hour-long
Yeah.
video.
Well,
We've got to do
that
post
is a long...
Yeah, we've got post show to do as well,
That
guys.
is a long podcast, guys. I do apologise.
Fucking
But
quarter past 10.
it's because
I've been here
it's probably
since
our
7.
probably our biggest podcast of the year because it's our biggest event of the year. So we're going through everything we played and things like that. So, and we didn't get a chance to do one last week. It wouldn't have been as big, but because we didn't do one last week, this is kind of 2 weeks in one.
We're just too good.
Yeah,
We're too good.
the
Far
gift
too
that keeps
good.
on giving. But anyway, so thank you so much for tuning in and
syphilis.
listening or watching. If you did, if you do like what we do, guys, then make sure you head over to YouTube and subscribe if you're listening. Even if you don't watch us on podcast, then we do weekly release videos. We do regular indie game reviews, previews, any events we go to, we write stuff up about. We're starting in the next couple of weeks the new show. I've just need to order the last couple of bits for that, but the new show will be starting soon, which will be like just before the weekend, a 3-minute This is the Indie Game News. But yeah, head over to youtube.com/IndieCredible and subscribe over there. If you really like what we do, then you can head over to patreon.com/IndieCredible. For us, just $1 will get you exclusive pre and post show. Yeah, post show content. For just $1, it'll also give you a week early access to 2 monthly podcasts. $5 will get you a scroll going across you saw at the beginning with the patrons' names on there. And as we grow as a lovely outfit, then we will be adding more tiers on and offering more rewards as and when we can. Also, next week, the last podcast of each month is going to be a giveaway podcast. We're going to give away 3 games each podcast. We're going to give away one at the beginning, one in the middle, one at the end. And I'm not going to tell you the times, so you're going to have to watch just to see how you get.
And that's how we're going to keep you watching.
Yeah, that is it. That is it. I don't care if bribery works.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I've basically I counted 60 codes overall for I will say most of them are PC games. I have to say that because I get given a lot of PC codes for giveaways. So yeah, most of them are PC codes. So you play on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, good. But I'm sorry, you can't play them there. But yeah, I think that wraps up completely everything we're doing.
If you're a Patreon subscriber, you're going to get an extra
Stick around.
5 minutes, which always turns into 20 to 25 minutes.
This is going to be 5 minutes, I think.
You say that. You told me it
Our
was going to be
longest has been
5
half an
minutes
hour,
before the
isn't it?
start.
Pre-show one's
I've got a
half
plan
an
for this
hour.
next one now. So,
Christ.
cool. Thank you so much for watching or listening, guys. We really, really do appreciate it. And until next week, stay indie credible.
Yeah, bye.
See you later.